It's hype time. Oh my god, Peachy before noon. What's this menace? I know. Hopefully everything's on straight. I'm not awake. Hi Ren, how's it going? Emerald Knight, it's time. It's PG time. Hi Emerald Knight. It's on Bob. Hello. Kaylee. Good morning, Kaylee. Gufford! What's up, Gufford? Stand by. Spin Master, Amp Sand, Franstachio. Hello, Christiana. Mel, hi Mel. Thank you for lurking. Bean, real early. Yeah, if you're in the EU, your time hasn't changed yet, right? Then I am like extra early. Paladin, good to see you. Hello, I'm doing well. I'm a little sleepy. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning, everybody. And for fun too. Hi, and for fun too. Welcome. Yeah, we're gonna have fun today. Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm nervous. I got the trip anxiety. The leaving home anxiety is really the most of it. I'm home so much that anytime I go anywhere, even if it's somewhere super exciting, like a comic convention, I get nervous because I don't want to leave my Mr. P and my puppies in my home and you guys. 90 stream streak, Emerald Knight. That's so many. Thank you. Thank you so much, Emerald Knight, for 90 streams. Oh my gosh. Hello, Spec. Hi. I'll be back. That's right, Ren. That's right. I'll blink and I'll be back, right? And it'll all be just a memory that I get to then come back and tell you guys all about. But today, I'm gonna get on stream on voice with Wing for the first time ever on stream, and on my stream. I've been on her stream playing games and stuff, but we're gonna get on voice and we're going to talk about last year's convention that we went to and look at pictures and just tell stories because we have both after last year's convention, we both separately on our streams talked about the convention and everything we did and all the fun we had and celebrities we met and voice actors and all the yummy food and just the convention in general. We told our con stories separately, but we've never told them like together. We've never both gotten on stream and like told the joint adventures. So we figured to hype ourselves up for this weekend and just have some fun and hang out on stream together finally. We're gonna do that today. So I gotta wake up for a second. and then we're gonna jump on voice with Wing. You went last year, Kaylee, which there's oh my gosh, there's Comic Cons everywhere. We went to I know there's a bunch in Cleveland like all the time, because we're going down to Lexington, Kentucky for this one, because it's between the two of us. She lives in you went to the Cleveland one? I've never been. I need to go there. I need to go to more stuff because that's like, that's just a day trip. I definitely need to do that. Oh my gosh. I hope you had so much fun. Yeah, I need to get to some Cleveland ones. There was a Cleveland one not long after Lexington's, I think, last year, but I was already like exhausted. Plus I also had I got invited out to St. Jude, and so I went to that trip like right after Lexington, and then I think like the weekend after that was a comic convention in Cleveland with like I think some like has-been hotel actors were there, and I was like, oh, I want to go, but like I am traveled out, like I'm exhausted. Oh, there was so many people. Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. Do we see Goober? Goober? You better believe Goober's gonna go. It's gonna be Lexington Comicon Goober Ventures. We're gonna talk all about the con. We got pictures from last year. So, Wing and I, We're looking for. I cannot hear you. You are. It says you're muted in Discord. Like you have a little mute symbol next to you. Is like your microphone just muted? So yeah, last year. I went down to visit Wing. Oh my God, was it the end of 2024? I think. We went to Asheville Anime Fest together, down by where she lives, which was a long, 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 long drive. It's a long drive from Northern Ohio to North Carolina. And so I'm like, we gotta find a place between the two of us that we can meet up and go to an event, right? And as I was looking, I said, okay, like Kentucky area is like right between the two of us. Oh, maybe the street. Oh. Oh.
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
Okay, it was your fault.
It was me. I'm sorry. I was like, why does it have this big mute icon, like by your knee? I'm sorry, it was me. It was Peachy.
Now let me know if I'm too loud.
Peachy with the gaslighting. Oh my God. I was trying to. Oh no.
It's all right. It's all right. We got there. We got there.
It's good. It's good. We're good. We got it. We got it. I was just saying that we found this con because I was looking for a place between the two of us, because it's a super long drive if either one of us goes completely, like, to the other person's state.
Right.
And so I said, oh, like Kentucky, Virginia, like that area is like an equal drive for the two of us. And I was like, oh, there's a convention in Lexington? And I'm like,
I know.
putting in our addresses, and I'm just like, it's like exactly between the two of us.
It was too perfect.
It was-
when you found that, I was like, oh my God.
It's like, that is going to be our convention. So we went there last year. It was super, super, super fun. And we're doing it again this weekend. It's later in the month. Last year it was early March, so hopefully the weather's a little nicer. It didn't snow or anything last year, but it was cold.
It was really windy. Supposedly there'll be a little rain this time. But 4-day forecast. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay. We got matching Sora jackets.
We got matching Sora windbreaker rain jackets.
Yeah.
It's
We're all set.
perfect.
I think what was so great about this convention too, and like the time we went, was that everything almost went so perfectly that we've been planning ahead of time to almost replicate exactly how perfectly we did it. So like, we're going to the same restaurants, we're going to the same Airbnb, we're going to the same tea house. We're like, we gotta do it again.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I just got the packing. I have the leaving home anxiety.
I have the oh my gosh, did I get everything anxiety?
Oh yeah, well that's the packing anxiety. Like I want to make sure that I remember everything, which is why thank you for reminding me, like your book, things like your book, to bring that so you can sign it.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I almost forgot, like I have your birthday present in 2 parts, and like I was going through the box, the con box, and I'm like, what the heck is this box? Oh, that's the other half of the present. I'm like, Peachy, look away.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Like I had planned so far in advance, I forgot what your birthday present, half of your birthday present was.
Aw, thank you.
Gonna be great, guys.
You gotta remember all the yummy food. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
We got yummy food coming up. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about those cheesesteaks.
Yeah. Found a really good restaurant. It was like the first restaurant here. I have pictures. Let me go to the I have a million pictures of Oopsie in the donut cookies.
Oopsie in the donuts.
That's all. He was here in this little donut. I put him in the martini glass covered in donut cookies. He was there the entire weekend. He ate well. He was too cute. I was just like, that's where he's staying.
I got pictures of my Oopsie with your little donuts as well. Oh my gosh, Peachy was like, I can't find it. I'm like, and I just happened to go to the grocery store this past week, and I found a donut making kit, like one of those Japanese candy kits with icing on it. I'm like, Peachy was like, we can use that to ice the cookies I found. I'm like, yes,
yes,
brilliant.
The best. There we go. There's the cheesesteak. I got a picture of the cheesesteak we had was so good. And it was the very first place we went to. It was super like cozy, like you could tell
benches with pillows on them.
Yeah, you could tell it was like it had a lot of like character. You could tell it was like I mean everything down there is, you know, like a mom and pop, you know, independently owned type place.
It just had really good vibes. Not too crowded. And the music wasn't too loud.
The waitress was super friendly.
So friendly. You know, answered all the questions about the drinks and everything. You know, there's a lot of like mom and pop places that can like put up a front, but this place you generally felt cozy and ready to go dig in, you know?
Yeah. Greston, thank you so much for the Prime resub. I want that now. I know we're this is good, like our go-to. We're gonna go here for like first and
fondue. I think that's a cheese sauce that you got to dip your fries in.
Yeah. I think it was
that was queso, right?
Something like that. Yeah, it was like a melted cheese. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. I even have a picture. Well, Oopsie, or not Oopsie, Goober. Goober with the
I got Goober with the drink.
Goober with the drink.
I didn't get a picture of the cheesesteak, but I got it with the drink.
I got a picture of the cheesesteak gone. Ate the whole thing. It was amazing. We're definitely going back there.
We ate so fast.
And you're right. It just had like good vibes.
It
was just a cozy place. It wasn't like overlit. It was perfect. Like after a long drive to just go there and like be chill and have good food. Food coma.
Yes,
a
the ultimate food coma.
So good.
Just making sure my speech to chat is muted. I don't want to overload everybody.
It is a big difference. Yes, Goober and Oopsie are not the same.
Yeah, big difference.
Oopsie, Goober passed out. He did. The
donuts were my favorite part.
Oopsie liked the donuts. Yeah, Goober comes out to the restaurants. Oopsie just bathes in donuts.
Yeah, Goober can drink.
There you go. We had too much fun. The best part was the waitresses who were like, you know, oh, that's so cute. Like they would comment on the little goobers, like, you know.
Like never did we feel like we were cringing or whatever. Everybody was like, everybody's just like, oh my god, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. You know, some people even offered to help us take pictures with them, and they were being so sweet.
Yeah, it was so cute. Dallas, hi Dallas. Didn't the goober flop into the food when you were trying to set up for a pic? Yes, I'm sure.
The one with the knife. He's so full. He was so full.
Oh, thank you for lurking, Dallas. Exactly. They know when the anime convention is down. And like if you work by a convention center, like there's got to be just a huge range of different you know, travelers that are coming in for different events. And so I'm sure they see a lot of stuff. So probably seeing, you know, two grown women with some little plushies is like, you know, very low on the weirdness scale.
Well, you would think, but that last restaurant we went to, the very last one, they weren't very welcoming. Mm-mm.
Oh no, no, we're definitely not going back there. So,
No,
we wanted to try a variety of restaurants. Some were amazing, some not so amazing. But now we have a better idea now of,
exactly.
the good ones.
Now we have a free slot open for another
Hmm.
restaurant to put in. Yep, yep.
And the tea
The tea
place that we
house,
went to, the tea house was incredible. So we're going back there.
so
We made
good.
another reservation because
Hmm.
it's like you have to make a reservation in advance.
Yeah, last time, Peachy was like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited!" I'm like, "Well, we have to check, make sure there's not a reservation. I don't know much about high tea, but I know you usually have to reserve because they like set up the fancy trays and stuff for you in advance." And then Peachy
Yeah.
looks like,
Oh, you cut out.
bummed. I
Yeah,
cut out.
I found out that like right before we went, I found that like a week or something before the con, I found the tea place. I was like, oh my god, we have to go. And then I saw that like there were no more reservations available on the website. So Wing called them and they squeezed us in.
Yeah, I was like, maybe they'll have a cancellation. Maybe there's like a short wait list we can be put on, And I almost freaked out because like they didn't call back until I was in the shower, and I'm like, no!
Oh no.
I got out of the shower, soaking wet, to grab the phone.
Oh
But we got it, and I was like, next year we know better.
no. Tell us this. How hype are you? We're so hype. We're so hype.
So hype.
I'm hype and anxious and tired all at the same time.
Same, because I still have to work too, and then I'm coming home and like, oh my god, the cat sitter is gonna judge how messy my place is, but I'm
Aw.
also tearing everything out because
Right.
I have to repack everything. It's like
Right. Aw. It's fine.
It's okay though.
It's
okay
fine.
though. I'm paying him. It's not like he's paying me. So
Right. You don't have to make it nice for him.
I'm paying you to not judge my floor.
Looney asked, is Oopsie handmade or just a Sora in a mermaid form doll? No, now here, listen, here's the lore. Here's how it works. So this is an official Sora plushie. We just call it Goober. It's an official Sora plushie. I think it's from a series called Kingdom Hearts 2 and You is the official name for this little Sega prize plushie. It was like a little crane game plush. There's a Sora, a Mickey, and a Shadow. Yeah, it's an official Goober.
I'm marked. I got my butt mark.
Yeah, he's got his little that says "and you." It's like a whole series of plushies called "and you." It's official Disney merch with the big booty, and Wing made us. They're perfect. The face is beyond perfect somehow for Wing's OC Oopsie, the little mer Sora.
Yeah, the Oopsie design came first, and then one day they showed up on the site, and we're like,
We're like, how is this like literally? The face is like a replica of Pao Bebe's art.
Now, we have conspiracy theories. Now, Pal Bebe did submit her art into a compilation of Kingdom Hearts drawings that got given to the Kingdom Hearts team a few years ago. So, I doubt that it went that far because like Sega helped design these things. But there's
oh my god, I didn't know that.
Little mingling in the back of your mind. Maybe they did see Pal's art. Maybe.
Like that's freaking cute.
Little influence down the line. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. So we both have multiple of these Sora plushies, and so since the face is perfect, Wing handmade little Oopsie suits, little mer suits
on stream.
On stream, there's a VOD of Wing making the little Oopsie, and so it's just put over and made into the Oopsie. Amazing.
Yeah, mine was made first, so it's a little stubby. There's the prototype, and then that they perfected it for Peachy's. Peachy's has a fancy flap in it so that her goober can sit if needed.
You did such a good job.
Thank you. I'm
Thank
glad
you
you
for
liked
my
it.
oopsies. So cute, right? So cute. He's got his butt mark, right? Grestim says,
His
I used to drive past the convention center in Rosemount, Illinois, to and from work. I know when the convention was in town. Police stopping traffic, and the entire catalog of Crunchyroll crossing the road to the hotel. Exactly. Like, oh, and if you live around there or you always drive past it, you're just like, oh, convention's in town, So the restaurants, I'm sure, are just like, oh, the Comic-Con's in town again. That's awesome.
Yeah, thankfully we never had to deal with traffic because we just walked. Our Airbnb was so close. Peachy picked
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We were just like desperately looking for Airbnbs and I don't know, hours, and then Peachy picked that one and I'm like, I'm looking at that one, but and Peachy's like, no, this is it.
Yeah. They have like, because they'll have hotels that you can stay in. Because I think we had actually booked a hotel first, but it was like
Yes.
wait, it was like 20 minutes down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Like driving, and I was like, oh well, man, we can drive there every day or whatever, like because I think we didn't book it like stuff like a year in advance. It was like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is in like a couple months.
Like, yeah, literally, like, it was a January, February when we brought it. Like, we only had a couple weeks to plan, I think.
Oh right, because we did Asheville Anime Fest.
Yes, December, and then
like right after that, right, and then Lexington's in March. Right, so we only had a couple months.
The first week of March, like it was March 8th, like 6th
yeah,
or 8th or
right,
something like that.
Right, yeah.
It was not a lot of time.
It was for planning a trip, for like booking hotels and stuff, not a lot of time. So like the hotel, there's like a Hyatt or a Hilton or something that's like connected to the convention center.
Thank you, Ben.
And so that was like, or long since booked solid,
Right.
so couldn't get into there. And so we had originally like reserved a hotel like 20-minute drive down the street, and I was like, well, we'll make it work, and I was like, why are we not looking for B&Bs? And once I did that, I was like, oh my god, and then we found like a place that was like perfect. So and like B&Bs, oh my god, don't, like, why even stay in hotels unless it's something like where it's a situation where it is connected to the convention center and like you have a big cosplay or a lot of cosplay changes, then it's 100% worth it to stay in a hotel if you can get in, and if you can afford it, because they're more expensive. Totally worth it, in my opinion, to stay in a hotel that's connected to the convention center. You don't even have to go outside. Definitely worth it. But if you're willing to walk a little bit, B&B is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a whole place, a kitchen, and it's so much more comfortable than a hotel room, and so much nicer and so much cheaper.
Yes.
Crazy cheaper than a hotel.
Lilia, thank you. George, what my fans call them. I just call them all my lovelies. So I just gave them all plenty of juice.
Hey, George.
But
is heckin' talented.
Just very determined. Bang it out until it's right. You'll get there. Oh, actually, it's so funny when we were wandering around looking for something later in the con, but I'll just mention real quick, we ran across some people who were staying in the hotel, and they brought the good point. It's like, well, we like to stay in the hotel with the convention because you'll meet people in the lobby.
Oh, that's
you
true.
might find somebody to talk to and everything. That's cool and everything, but
that's true.
I was also mentioning to Peachy, I was like, honestly, I'm really glad we did the Airbnb because I don't think I can handle the noise. Just part of it. You want the, if you're ready to mingle and everything, it's awesome. But if you really like, there's con time and then there's sleep time, and you want them separate, it's there's pros and cons to each.
Yeah.
What the loot we got post-con? Well, we'll get there. We're just starting with the food.
Well, we got there on Thursday. I have a picture of us going through the line that they had set up for to get your badge, because we had, pre-ordered our badges online. And I'm curious, who here has never been to a convention like this? Like, even the process of going is new to you. I'm just curious. Because I know Wings newer to it, yeah? Like, this will be what, maybe your third one? Have you only ever?
I went to Gen Con, the biggest gaming
Oh,
convention
yeah.
in Indianapolis and probably the world. Um,
Yeah.
the but we theirs is so big that the program is like the size of a novel. Like, it's 200 pages thick. And it's such a big deal that you could get your badges in the mail. This is the first time I've gone to a convention where you didn't get your badges ahead of time in the mail.
That's
So
not a thing, though. I could see that being a thing for Gen Con, because otherwise you would literally spend an entire day standing in line to get your badge.
you do. Some people
Yeah,
do. And you have to pay twice as much just because you didn't order online ahead of time. It's like,
right,
how dare you? Don't you know how much of a problem this is for us?
right.
Fine. Here's an extra, you got to pay an extra $80 just, for what, just to stand in line. Good job.
I'm surprised more conventions don't send in the mail, because like I've been to over 50 anime conventions. In my 20s, that's all I did was go to anime conventions. So I have a lot of experience of a big different range of experiences. And not a single one, and I've never been to Gen Con, but not a single one, not even Anime Expo in California, one of the biggest anime cons out there, mails your badges. So that surprised me when you told me that.
Yeah, I wonder now if it's because it's too easy to replicate them that maybe they stopped doing that. That way,
Maybe, yeah. They don't
because
want it.
now they still kind of do it, but to like you have to go in with your badge and still kind of check in like real quick, like scan
Mm,
it. I think kind of like the
mm-hmm,
Disney Fast Pass kind of sort of thing,
mm-hmm.
and like they don't send you the swag bag anymore. You have to go in with your badge and pick up your swag, and it's you're buying
Oh,
the giant pass. You obviously want your swag bag, so it's like a way for them to check, I guess.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I wonder if that's the thing is people too easy to replicate. But I also know that they kind of get around that by not revealing what the badge is going to look like until then. But you never know.
Right, right. And if they send it out in advance, then
And
everybody knows
yeah.
what it looks like, yeah. Oh, you've been to a PAX, Looney. That counts. Absolute
Oh
PAXs are huge. Oh yeah.
yeah, don't you have to like special invitation to go to a PAX?
Mm-mm. No.
Oh
No, no. I've been to PAX South and PAX East. Yeah, no, they're just
ooh
gaming conventions.
oh
There's a
okay.
PAX West. I think there's a PAX North in Canada. I think. Yep, you just gotta pay the money. The invite events are like back in the day, E3, which is more of a press expo.
Right.
That used to be invite only for press. I think towards the end, there was a general admission section. So that might be what you're thinking of, but no,
Yeah, that might be it.
PAX has always been as to my knowledge, just a gaming expo. You just you buy a ticket, you get in.
Yeah, when I was growing up, the only way we heard about conventions was through like the gaming channels on like X Play or all G4 Tech TV. That's how we got exposed to that conventions were even a thing, right? So
Mm,
I always
yeah.
assumed that a lot of them are invite only, for like the longest time.
Aw, game trailers. Yeah. I I knew of conventions ever since I started seeing cosplay
Hmm.
pictures online in college. And I was like, oh my God, I said, that looks like so much fun. Going to one of those would be so much fun. But I just, I had no idea at the time, like, how would I even do that? I have no idea, right? I had never really like traveled for anything. Um, and then the friends that I made in college in anime club, um, regularly went to these conventions, especially one in Ohio. And so, when the time rolled around and they were starting to get their costumes together and stuff, they said, "Do you want to come with us?" And I said, "Hell yeah, I want to come with you to an anime convention." And I took my little sister, and me and my sister, yeah, went with my college friends. We all stayed in a hotel room together and had a freaking blast. Eternal, what's up, Eternal?
Yeah, my first one was Gen Con's 50th anniversary.
Oh,
And
wow.
when I was in college, I was part of the gaming guild, and they brought up Gen Con, and I was like, I had no idea something so big and so famous was in my home state, let alone right across the street from where I went to college, right? So,
Wow.
uh, I had to convince my parents, hey, can you drop me off? Just pick me up at this time after work or whatever so I can, check out this convention. I saved up all my pennies and, you know, went to went to it, and I tell you what, going to the 50th anniversary Gen Con was amazing. But then everyone after that felt kind smaller and smaller, and I'm like, "Oh man, way
Oh
to get
man,
hyped
you
up."
you started with like the biggest one.
Like George Lucas was there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, everything after that would be
It's
tiny.
so and I'm like, "What? Where's the rest of it?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, when we
Technically
went
now.
last year."
See, that's so funny. That's opposite me because now that I think about it, actually, I think technically my very, very, very first convention ever was the very, very first Colossal Con, which is now like one of the biggest anime conventions. They have like four of them around the United States, like every year. They're absolutely massive now. It's actually the con that I went to about 4 years ago, met Ben Diskin, and I went by myself. It was very lonely, but that's okay.
Oh,
And it's at a water park now. I went to the very first one of those ever because it was like an hour from my house. Actually, the biggest one is like an hour from me now. Um, but I went to that very first one with my friend from high school, and it was just for the day. It wasn't like a whole weekend. I think it was only a
this is
day, and it was basically like a tiny little dealer's room. There was maybe like 20 vendors. There was like a tiny little game room, and then like a little panel room, and like that was it. That
fun.
was literally that was the entire thing. But it was kind of my introduction to what it could be like to go to one of these and see other nerds, other geeks around. So like I started with the teeny weeny weeniest tiniest one. And then I would also go to, when I was in college, I went to an anime club at another college, at a community college during the summer so I could still see my friends. Um and their college put on like a really small 1 day anime convention thing, with like 100 people or something. So like my first experience was like with these teeny weeny weeny tiny little community run like 1 day anime gatherings, like kind of like a glorified anime club. Um, Before I went to like a bigger one, and I think the biggest I've been to is Anime Expo a couple times in Cali. So
Oh,
it's so funny that you had the opposite experience, went to like the biggest one ever as your first.
it
That
was
must have been
overwhelming.
overwhelming.
It
Eternal, thank
was.
you for the 1 week streak.
Now, the thing about Gen Con is, it doesn't stop. It's 4 days long. It doesn't
That's what I've
stop.
heard because Mr. P's been there a couple times and he's told me the exact same thing.
There is a hotel attached to it, and you can get a hotel room naturally, but they don't make you go home unless you are found falling asleep in the hallway.
Right.
So there will be people there who literally stay up all night, and they make up like their own events in the hallways. Like they'll have Pokemon card castle making contests where you
Oh my
uh
God, it's
yeah, basically
amazing. I'm
houses of cards.
skip
So
ahead
you'll
here.
go to the convention one day and then come back the next day, and there'll be towers of cards. Just like, yeah, this is what people did all night. Or they'll have all night D&D games and all that. Like I said, the pamphlet they give you is the size of a book. It's like half
Oh
the
my
size of
God.
my book.
Oh
You
my
know,
gosh.
the book I wrote, it's about half that size. I'm not even kidding. And you can imagine there's tournaments of everything you could think of. And I'm going there, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning. My dad just dropped me off before work, and I'm like, what do I do until the shopping area opens up?
Right.
So
They're all.
that's how I signed up for my first Yu-Gi-Oh tournament,
Oh
and I met
my God.
one of the lead designers from Upper Deck
Oh,
while waiting there.
what?
Yeah, he
What?
helped me put together my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. He helped me like flip through it. I didn't know meta decks and all that stuff were a thing, right? But he basically helped me like thin it out a little bit. He's like, "Oh my, he's like, you got something going on here," and I'm like, "It's not good, is it?" I didn't say that. I'm like, "But you're thinking it." He's like, "No, hold on, I got you." And he's like calling to his other coworkers. He's like, "Hey, does anybody have a tree-born frog? Does anybody have a mecha mole? We need to help this girl." And here's some free dice.
That's amazing.
So I have a tree-born frog. Um Yu-Gi-Oh card. Nobody had an extra mole, but it turned out that was like the card of the day there. I can't tell
Yeah.
you how many times I got hit with this darn mole and I've never heard of before that day.
That's
um
amazing. Just like, yeah, the people you can meet.
mhm. It's seven
Like,
o'clock in the morning. Who knew?
oh my gosh, that's awesome. Greston, I read your comment. I'm too old for that now, and I thought you were referring to going to cons, which
Never.
never too old, but then I realized that you meant you're too old for staying up all night. That I agree with.
Well, that's a funny thing about being too old or whatever. That Yu-Gi-Oh tournament I went to, there was a pair of 76-year-old men who were playing Yu-Gi-Oh. And yeah, their games lasted the longest, but it warmed my heart to see these old men playing Yu-Gi-Oh and like each holding up their cards to like read them,
That's
It was
amazing.
so cute.
That's what I love too, is going to things like this. Like, there's no judgment.
None.
I mean, unless you're like, being an asshole or something, but
Right, there are those, the next year after that, they're like, "Why do all the girls always play Dark Magician?" And I'm like, "Maybe because 'cause they're cool, shut up."
there's always going to be the bad apples. But
Yeah,
like, yeah, 99% of people are just like, they're all just geeks like you. And it's so cool to be in a place like that with just so many like-minded people.
indeed, and in that case, I did get the last laugh, because that was the second year I went. Uh, you got, like, packs of cards just for participating, and they were doing a re-release of, like, the classics, right? And everybody wanted the Mirror Force card. Guess who got the Mirror Force card?
Yeah, let's go.
I lost first in the tournament, but I got the Mirror Force at the end. The looks that I got.
Oh my gosh.
They call me lucky. If you can't win, at least be lucky.
Yeah. Man, I still have my giant binder of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I wouldn't have the faintest clue now what any of them, like, meta, not meta, worth anything. No clue.
You just play what you enjoy. Like
Oh
when
yeah.
at the time when I played the first tournament, some the meta was like this Phoenix combo or whatever, and I'm over here with just my Dark Magicians and whatever, whatever cards I liked, and Wing Weaver in there, it hits my name, and and this guy got so frustrated because I wasn't playing meta. He didn't know what I was doing next. If everybody's doing meta, you kind of can guess, right?
Right.
But everything I had to him was so random that I was ticking him off. Like I had a penguin that you flipped over the penguin, it sends two cards back to your hand, kind of thing. And he got so mad because he did all this. Oh, I did all this and I summoned three of the same blah 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 blah. And I was like, well, you hit my penguin, so you got to start over. And oh,
My penguin. That was the most fun I ever had playing Yu-Gi-Oh in college, was when I just monster effect monsters and trap cards that would just mess with the other players. I didn't care about
yes,
winning. I just
that was
wanted to
me.
mess with everyone. That was the most fun I ever had. It was also the most I ever won because nobody knew how to deal with my deck.
I didn't win, but I did have one of those and everybody clap moments where we were taking so long, everybody else is finishing quickly because again, with the meta, the duels go a lot quicker, right?
Right.
With me, it's kind of dragging on because he just doesn't know what to do, and everybody's just gathering around and they're just cheering me on. I was like, even if my friends are here, nobody would believe it.
That's so fun.
Moment.
Mesmer, yes. That was you in Magic the Gathering, Ren. Peachy's a troll. Well, I only started playing the troll deck when all of my friends kept buying the new cards, which had the power creep, and all of a sudden I couldn't win anymore, and I wasn't having any fun
Mhm.
because I decided I was not going to spend any more money on cards, and they kept spending money on cards, and thus they started to win, which is by design. So you keep buying cards. And so I wasn't having any fun because I just couldn't win anymore. So I was just like, all right, we're going full Chaos Gremlin because I have a lot of those cards, which were a lot of cards that I had never used before. I didn't put them in my serious deck. So I just made a deck with nothing but chaos cards, and it was so fun.
I got to play one of the Yu-Gi-Oh champions. I think it was second
Oh,
or third
what?
year Gen Con I went to, where they projected on the screen or whatever. Everybody got to line up and get a chance, and he had like a wheel next to him that would give you an advantage or disadvantage just to make the duels go faster. It was like you got 5 minutes or something like that, and you got to play him. Uh, I got up there with my Dark Magician deck, and I there was an advantage. I don't remember what it was on the wheel that would have won me in my favor, would have been in my favor. But he said, "I'm tired of playing that one," and just spun it again. And it said, "All the cards in your deck are now called Mister Fishy Fish." Um, and when all your cards are Dark Magician cards, like this helps Dark Magician, now nobody helps the Dark Magician because Dark Magician's now Mister Fishy Fish.
That's chaos. Chaos. Patty's
The gr-
Gaming, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
my boyfriend was there, the one who helped me make the deck and all this other stuff, and everybody's just like, yeah. As soon as they saw the Dark Magician deck, they were like, oh no, because they knew I would have won had he not spun the wheel again for Mr. Fishy Fish. But the guy was a good sport. I think he knew it too, because he's like, I haven't seen a Dark Magician deck in a while. That was fun, and gave me 3 packs of booster packs. So
Aw, that's
I
nice.
I came out all right at the end. It was still fun. Mr. Fishy
Fishy
Fish.
Fish OP. He should have been a man and taken the L. That's right.
Well, he didn't know that it was a Dark Magician deck at the time. He was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's that advantage. I don't lie. Let's just spin again. I'm tired of playing that one. Oh, now you're Fishy Fish. That Fishy Fish." Oopsie over here. What's wrong with fish?
What's wrong with fish? That's
Yeah,
so
wrong with fish.
funny. Oh, it makes you want to do
Oh,
the Cleveland Expo again. Yeah, I'm kind of flipping through some pictures. Just kind of showing the general convention
oh yeah,
atmosphere.
yeah,
I
yeah.
I need to get more pictures. Like I didn't get an overall picture of like the artist alley. I really should have.
Well, to be
Um
fair, it was so winding. It would have been hard
the
to get.
artist alley. Well, yeah, I mean one of the hallways cuz
Yeah,
like the way this place was set up and it is uh
long
Dresden
winding
said
hallway.
these pics make these look huge. They are. This one is huge. I mean,
Yep.
conventions are anywhere from, like I said, 100 people at like a college to tens of thousands or 100 thousands of people. I don't know how big Lexington Comicon is, but it's definitely a bigger one.
It was 3
Um,
floors.
yeah. So the expo hall. This was one of the halls that the celebrities were in. Um, and you would stand in line and go up to their tables and you could pay for autographs and selfies and stuff with them. This is kind of, you can see from behind the tables here. I took the picture. I don't know, did I have the other one? No, that April Stewart. It's when I met April Stewart and she signed my Strolly. But so they'll be at these tables and they'll have their like banners of who they are and the characters that they played. And then they'll have like prints on the table that you can buy for them to sign, or you can bring stuff for them to sign. And so they're all like in this hall. There was some in the like the has been uh they were in the dealer's hall. So it's kind of like an overflow. A lot of the bigger uh personalities and celebrities were in the bigger room. And
Yeah,
then
the
there
first
was
floor basement-ish
yeah,
area.
this was like, yeah, the first floor. It was a this is just like a third of the room right here. It was huge. Um and so that was like the main celebrity hall. And then there was yeah, so then like yeah, there was 3 levels. I think this was the level you came in, you got your tickets right here. and then you could go down the escalators like around it was kind of hidden, but like around this corner it says there's like an arrow right here, it says like go left, and this was where like the huge hall with all the celebrities were. um and then off to the side was the artist alley with all of the just, the all the artists, the fan artists that we follow that we love. It was just like a huge, long, winding side hallway, just packed, like both sides could barely walk through, of artists, and it was really crowded. But it was I don't remember ever having to like wait to like walk up to an artist table, really. It was just, like, really crowded walking through. So I think that's probably why I didn't get a picture. I was just worried about, like, navigating the crowd. I think
Yeah,
some of
we
the
were holding each other's backpack straps basically
trying
to,
not to
to
get
navigate.
separated from each other. It was really like this in the open places, it was, much less crowded. In here was a little bit more crowded. The dealer's hall was also super crowded. You can see, like, kind of the volume of people, and this is just at the edge of the room. Um, And, so yeah, you had some of the people signing in here as well. And then this was the main dealer's hall with a lot of the, like, official merch. There were some artists in here. There were artists, in the
The
dealer's
ones with like
hall.
t-shirts and everything, like the ones who had like merch with like t-shirts or the banners and all that stuff, those were in here. And then you had the artist alley which had prints and keychains and the other fair. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And this room was massive. I think we went through this dealer's hall, like, 4 times throughout the weekend, and I don't think we saw every booth.
No.
It was so huge.
And to be
Hundreds,
fair, a
hundreds of
huge chunk
booths.
of it was also comic book stuff. Like that
Yeah.
whole back half was comic book stuff and the
Mhm.
comic book artists and everything. That's the other thing. This has comic book artists, so
Yeah.
half of the dealer's hall was also, people showing off their comics or uh
Yeah.
well-known artists that also were signing comic books and stuff like that. So if you weren't in the dealer's hall, sorry, in the first floor, you were probably a comic book artist and you were up here in the dealer's hall with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
which confused us on the first day because we thought maybe voice actors were on the third floor and all the other actors were on the first floor. So we were going on Thursday hoping that we would see, some of the has-been hotel because court two, maybe they're up here with the merch.
Yeah, because they didn't, like, tell you, like, where they were gonna be. You just kinda had to, like, walk around and find their booth
To be
or
fair,
their
they were.
table.
Hence this picture, but
Right.
they weren't there Thursday, so we're like, but at least we now knew where they were.
Yeah. At least we have the layout now, like, this year, I think we're gonna be much
Now we
more
know.
efficient. Even just finding the place, like, finding on Thursday where to pick up our badges, which is, like, if you can go a day early, definitely the way to go. So, like, there's no line on Thursday to go pick up your badge.
Yeah, that was an
Whereas, like,
adventure.
Friday and Saturday, the line is, like, down the sidewalk outside. It goes fast, but still, you're spending some significant time in line.
Mhm.
But if you can go Thursday, then there's, like, no line. You just walk right up and get your badge. So that's definitely the way to go. But it probably took us an hour to find
Yeah.
where to go because, like, even though it's all one convention center, there's only a section of this massive convention center where the Lexington Comicon is going on. So there's one entrance from outside that you have to go in, and, like, it was on the opposite side of where we were looking, and we could not figure it out. Like, we were so confused for the longest time. We are walking circles. We're asking staff where to go, and they don't they don't know where to
And
tell
we
us to
we were
go.
finding other people that were also lost, and we
They're
kept
like
finding people that did have their badges. We're like, "Where'd you get your badge?" And they would point us out, and we'd be going in the opposite direction. We
they
were
didn't even know
gathering.
how. Yeah, they already had their badges, so they knew where to go. They would say, "Oh yeah, you go down this way, you go up those stairs and to the right." And we did that, and we're like, "Nope, not
Nope.
here. I don't know where are you telling it." Like, nobody knew where to go. So
We were
now,
gathering people along with us like lost
yeah,
ducklings, finding lots of people, also lost, but not finding badges.
they
Effort.
really needed more signs.
Like,
Sometimes there are even worse signs, and we still couldn't
they just
couldn't
like big
find it.
yellow sign. Okay, an arrow
Yeah.
would be nice.
And like at least usually it was like we weren't going far enough, like we didn't realize how far we had to go because we
Right.
were on the complete opposite side. So this year's going to be really nice because we know
Yes.
exactly where to go.
Unless they change it again, then we're screwed.
Unless they
But
changed it. Hopefully it'll be exactly the same layout, and then we can help direct traffic. We can help other people.
we'll be the leaders.
That's right. We can help guide others to get their tickets.
we'll be the darkness.
We're gonna be their light in the darkness. Lest we show you where to go.
Even funnier if we're dressed up as Sword Riku while we direct. No, we're not
Yes.
doing that. But
Yes. So
oh my
fun.
goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so pickup was at 6 p.m. and then so we had food before then. They got there around 6:30 or whatever, and we spent like an hour. And then by the time we finished looking, it was like 8 by the time we got to the dealer's hall the first day. And we were like,
Yeah.
we were beat. So we just like, we kind of glanced around yeah, but I think we both kind of wish we did a little more shopping on Thursday while it wasn't as crowded,
Mm.
because it
Not all
was
the
hard to
booths were
shop.
open either.
Well, no,
Some of
true.
them, a lot of them are still setting up on Thursday, but a
True.
lot were open and ready to go.
Yeah, a lot were, and then we were like, "Oh, we'll come back." Right, and then we come back later. It's so crowded. What was it? Saturday.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, both Friday and Saturday were super crowded, especially Saturday. That's
hmm
the big day. Um, so we were smart and said, let's do all of our autographs that we want to get on Friday because there
hmm
is just less people there. Still a ton of people, but less people. We'll get to the tea party. We're skipping around a little bit here.
Yeah.
So we decided to do autographs on and meet the celebs on Friday because there, even though there was still a ton of people, far less than Saturday. So the lines were far shorter. Um, like both April Stewart and Joelle Perez, I pretty much walked right up. Blake Roman, who plays Angel Dust on Has Been, and this was before season 2. His line, I think I had to wait in like half an hour or something, maybe 20 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, we suspected that both of ours would take a while, so we split up. Mine was on the first floor, hers was on the third. Right. So
Right.
I go in line waiting for Danny Trejo because I figured, mine's gonna definitely be the longest, right? And I go over there and they wouldn't even let me wait in line.
That's so weird.
They're like, go do a few laps first. I'm like, but I pre-bought my ticket. Do some laps. I'm like, fine. So I did, and that's where I met Lou Diamond Phillips. He was a sweetheart. Um, and then I did a lap, and then only then did they let us wait in line. But now there was like a spill line with 20 other people that got in ahead of me. In that 10 minutes, they told me to walk around. I was like, what? What? Why didn't you tell any of them to walk around? It was so rude.
Right? That was weird.
So I'm texting Peachy, and Peachy's like, "Oh, I'm almost done." I'm like,
Yeah, I was done with Blake and Joelle, because theirs were much quicker, and I came down to find you, and and you were still standing in line. I think you were still waiting for him to show up.
yeah, we got about halfway in, uh, and he still hadn't shown up yet, and I think his flight like got delayed or something, so he was like a couple hours late, and they decided, okay, now we can get rid of the overfill line, just kind of squish you guys in or something.
Mm.
So I that's how I ended up getting a good spot. Um, when I say good, I mean like I said, I'm like halfway through the line. And that's when you came up and you're like, "You're not done yet?" Like, "He's not even here yet." And
I'm
you're like,
not even here yet.
"Well, I'm gonna go meet April. I want to change my
Yeah.
shirt." And that's when I was like, "Okay, bathroom's over there."
Yeah, so while she was still waiting, I was like, "That's perfect time." Well, April had no line, at the time that I was there. So yeah, but I wanted to go into the bathroom and change into my Guild Wars 2 shirt. For
But we had
April.
been waiting so long that she already found the bathroom, so I was like, "I already know where that is, it's right there."
Right. So I went and changed and then I was all nervous. I was the most nervous to meet April. Um and but she was ultra nice. They were all ultra nice. And uh because there was no line, I got to talk to her for a little while. Because there was like no one behind me, so she fawned over. I know she's so tiny, right? It was so funny because when she was at the table, she's sitting up on a chair, so she was like the same height as me while we were most of where we were talking. Um, and she was fawning over the Strolly statue and carefully signing it. And I think it was neat for her to talk to someone about Guild Wars because it's like she's like, "Yeah, I don't have any, like, Guild Wars prints for anybody to sign or, for me to sign," because she's the player character, which doesn't have a set look, right? So it was cool to say, like, "This is my player character that you voice," right? So she found that really cool, but yeah, but she was sitting on a chair, and so she was, like, face to face with me when I was talking to her, and then when we got up for the selfie, I was like, "Oh, she's really tiny." It was
It's
so
so
cute.
funny you mention how short she is when my dad was like, "Oh, you got to meet Danny. How tall is he?" Danny Trejo is only 5'6", guys. He's only 2 inches taller than Wig.
And then were you done by the time I forget, because I went and saw April and then I changed, and I think I went and I changed again, so I took a while. And I don't forget if you were through the line at that point?
I got through the line and then I think I went to see the Naruto voice actresses
Oh,
line
right, right.
uh where they also turned me away saying, "Oh, we have people waiting in line before you and she's on her break," and that line was empty
Oh.
and I'm like, "Well, where's the line?" So they made me do another lap. And then fine and then you said, "Oh, you wanted to get that other side of your autograph done."
Oh, that's right. I wanted to buy a print from
Yeah, so you got your fat nugget sign on both sides, and you got your print, and then you're like, "Oh, I also want to get the little angel signed or something, so they'd be symmetrical or something like that." I know you had to go up. You went up twice, so I think it's okay. I got one more to do because I was carrying a backpack from not the con telling me to go do exercise. I was
Hey,
carrying
tardy.
this giant backpack that my coworker asked me to get signed by Naruto's voice actor. So I was carrying two backpacks doing all this, and these guys are telling me to walk around.
Like, I'm tired of walking.
Yeah, just let me stand in line, please.
Yeah, that okay, now I remember that. That's what it was. Cause yeah, cause I had already gotten my Fat Nuggets sign, my plushie. But then I decided that for whatever reason, I decided they had this double print because it was Valentino and Angel's voice actors who were there. Alistair was supposed to be there, Amir Talai, but unfortunately he had to cancel at the last minute. But I decided that I had wanted this print signed by both of them. So I went back up to do that, which took some time. Um, and so then I think and then I came back and you were, I think as soon as I got back, you were up with Naruto's voice actress.
Yeah, and I just finished,
Yeah.
and then he came back. We met up, and that's when I nearly bumped into uh oh crap! I nearly bumped into one of the actors on the way out too with you.
Oh no.
Brain and Pinky in the Brain. Yeah. I nearly ran right into it. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, hun." And then we went outside. I'm like, "I think I just ran into so and so. Why his name is escaping me right now? I don't know, but yeah, I nearly ran into one of the talent,
I
and
think
I
he's
nearly
I think he's going to be
smacked.
there again this year.
Oh, yeah, that might be Brain. Sorry, Pink. Oh no, I ran into Pinky, not
Oh,
Brain.
okay. Yeah, I think Brain's voice actor is supposed to be there this
Yeah,
year.
I nearly ran headlong into Pinky.
You salt the talent. Yeah, the big one this year is Christopher Lloyd. He's going to be there
Yes.
this year.
So that's the one, of course, Wing is going to be in line for.
That's going to be a long line.
Oh my gosh, Shatner and uh so many people were there last year. I
I
don't know, think as many big names this year. But hey, that's fine. That's fine by me.
there's some, yeah. Christopher Lloyd is the big one
Mhm.
this year, whereas like Shatner was the big one last year.
There's supposed
Um,
to be a DeLorean coming as well for pictures, so
mhm.
that's gonna be fun. And Dogpool.
Dog pool. You can get your Xehanort signed.
Yes, I got him all packed up. I let him sign on his little head. Now, Christopher Lloyd has like three different price points for his autographs. I don't know if I already pointed that out to you, but apparently, based on the size or what item you're getting signed, you have to pay a different price point. And Funko Pop is right in the middle, so I had to pay a little more extra. That's the first time I've ever seen that, though. But I guess it makes sense. He's an older guy, and if you're signing a giant poster, it probably takes a lot more out of him to do a giant
Yeah, I've
signature,
never
maybe.
seen that before. I mean, obviously his autographs are like twice as much as everyone else's, uh but yeah, the different prices for the different like sized items,
Mhm.
I've never seen that before.
It was very strange how specific they were. Like, oh, if it's 1/8 size DeLorean, it's in this or Funko Pop or 8x10 print. But if it's like, oh, 11x15 print, it's this size. I'm like, they had lists of like, of just about everything you could think of like, this is what you are specifically. And I'm like, dang, they thought of everything.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That's wow. Yes, the old man Xehanort Funko.
Yes. Yes, he's gonna sign his bald head. Exactly, Talus. See, brain cell.
Yes. My husband, Mr. X, yes.
Was on the Comic Con. Yes, no. This we're talking about the Comic Con uh coming up.
Last well, we're talking about the one from last year that we went to, which is the same con we're going to this weekend.
Yee,
So we're getting hyped. We're reliving stories.
of cons past.
Yes.
Yeah,
Food.
before the autographs, we went to the tea house, right? So the tea house was at like
Yes,
yeah
tea
yeah.
house.
So yeah, so people are my chat were talking about the place that I get.
Eee.
I actually got a picture of the menu on mine.
So cute. We went to
Eh,
this adorable little tea house. We're going again this year. The cutest
So
place
they
ever.
So they had like 6 or 7 different sandwiches, and you got to pick 3. They were like little bite-sized sandwiches, and then you got your thing of scones. There was like blueberry scones specifically, and Peachy spoke up for me and said, she doesn't like blueberries.
I did the excuse me, she doesn't like blueberries.
She asked for
Do you
no
have
pickles.
anything else? I did. You were like, "It's fine. I'm not," because I didn't know you didn't like blueberries. And you
I was
said
like,
you're
how
like,
did she know I didn't like blueberries?
'cause I think you didn't you said something and I'm like, "Oh
Like a long
no."
time
And
ago, I might have mentioned it, but you remembered, and I'm like, remember, I don't like blueberries. I'm allergic to
she
bananas and I don't like
doesn't like
blueberries.
blueberries. So they made you something else. They made you like a what's it, like a bacon
Like a red
scone?
pepper bacon scone. It was delicious, and it
Yeah.
went perfectly with they gave us a soup option. Um and it was a tomato soup, so it went perfect with the tomato soup.
Yeah.
Wing, who's
Oh,
Wing?
who's Wing? Wing's my bestie.
I think you're talking about Oopsie. Oopsie's the only one in charge here. There's no Wing. It's only Oopsie.
Only oopsie.
Only Oopsie.
So we get to get dressed up and go to the tea house. Get
Yeesh.
tea. I got the jasmine tea. It was okay, but I don't
Yeah, I
usually
got
drink jasmine tea.
I got the I know I got the fruit tea. What was it? A pomegranate apple, I think.
Ah, thank you, Eternal. Says your outfits are so cute. That's our big thing. Is like we're going to the tea house, so we got to get bring a different dress. Get
Oh,
different dresses
okay,
out of
yeah, I got the non-caffeinated option, palm apple infusion. Yeah, there it is.
it. Mm. I just love all the little glasses are so cute and they have flowers. Everything's just like ultra pink and pastel.
No shame with the goobers.
No shame with the goobers.
Mm-mm.
I accidentally picked the fuzzy picture, but yeah, there was
They're all good pictures.
our tower
You've
of
got
sandwiches, scones, and
yes.
desserts. You got to pick your 3 sandwiches. Um, I forget if you got to pick the scone type. No, because they only had the blueberry and they had to make you the special one,
Yeah.
right? And then they
Yeah.
just bring out an assortment of like macarons and desserts, which were super rich. I had to bring like 2 of them back to the B&B.
Mhm. So the sandwiches on the list here, a selection of classic tea sandwiches: cucumber Benedictine, egg salad, chicken salad, pimento cheese, olive nut, red pepper and pesto, smoked salmon, or prosciutto and brie. Your choice of any three. So I think we got the smoked salmon for sure. The prosciutto and brie, and
I got
I
like a
think I got
cucumber something.
yeah, you got the cucumber Benedictine, and I got the red pepper and pesto, I think. So
I know I
we
want all of them, right? They were so good.
I know, right?
It was not enough.
It was not
It
enough.
was not
I
enough.
scarfed everything down, but, it was probably a good thing because I had a bit of a tummy upset because of the, decrease in, elevation. So, like, my tummy was a little
Oh.
upset waiting in line. I found out that's a thing, that your tummy can get upset when you go from high to low.
Oh. This is last year. We're talking about last year's convention. Yeah, the one this year is this weekend, so I'll be live today and tomorrow, and then I'm leaving for the con.
Yeet.
And then next week we get to talk about this year's convention.
But yeah,
Oh,
they gave
that
us our
tomato soup was
individual teas and
so
cute little
good.
teapots, little blue teapots. I asked for the honey sweetener, and Peachy's like, I need your sweetener."
Yeah,
Peachy's like,
I'm gonna try a different. I'm not gonna get the jasmine again this year. I would
yeah,
so if they
Peachy's
got
like,
the
I never sweeten my tea, and she's like, I need it.
if they have this tomato bisque again. Oh my
Oh my
god, it was the
god,
best thing. I'm definitely getting that again.
for
Ugh,
sure. It
it
was
was
so good.
so good.
What other teas did they have? Let's see here. The caffeinated options were Abigail's Blend, Kentucky Blend. I love how it's just there's no way I could tell what was in it based on those names.
Right.
Earl Grey Lavender, French Vanilla, Southern Pecan, Bourbon Black, Peach, Mango White, Wild Strawberry. Why didn't you get the peach? Peach?
I'm getting the peach this year, unless something else jumps out at me.
Wild Strawberry, Jasmine Green, Black Dragon Oolong, and a variety of seasonal teas. So that's we probably got to ask what's seasonal.
Right.
Blueberry infusion for the non-caffeinated options with blueberry infusion, palm apple infusion, cup of serenity, and chamomile.
Cup of Serenity sounds amazing right now. Sailor Peter, thank you for the 15 stream streak. What's up, Scald?
Yes, I brought a Polaroid camera with me for the trip, so we had I took I was I was the annoying one going with the flash.
It was so much fun. I love the Polaroids.
And I shared with other people at the table, when they offered to help us with pictures. I'm like, "Oh no, but here, you guys can have a picture." So
Oh, yeah. It was so cute. Ginger, lemongrass, and carrot. Ooh.
carrot.
Carrot.
Carrot. Whenever I think of carrot, I just think of that orange soda, that Italian orange soda that tricked me by having it made of carrot and not orange.
Goober. Goober
Oh
goes
my
on
god.
all the ventures.
The waitress was just so amused by the goobers. I just have mine looking greedily at all the little sweets.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they were so nice. Like that little lemon cake came with the would have come with blueberries, but they put a raspberry on
Oh,
mine.
yeah. That's right.
That was so sweet of them.
That's right. I
I
will
guess you
do it.
changed the
I'll
decision for
do
me.
it again. I'll say, "Excuse me." She will have no blueberries.
He bought Napoleon's cake for you.
Oh, yes. Tardy bought themselves a cake for my birthday.
Hey,
By
what's a Napoleon?
Ogden's Hammer, what service?
What's a Napoleon cake, or is it Neapolitan?
Oh, yes, that's what I figured it was.
I have so many pictures of Goober with the sweets. My favorite one is where I have a picture of you on your plate, and Goober is like bent over your
Yes,
plate
yes, I
with
love that one.
with his little bum in the air, like he's actually nomming on your plate before you get a chance to. I have so too many pictures of him looking at your plate.
I'm so excited for tea.
I am so excited too.
Yes.
Oh man, it's gonna be delicious. And it was like the perfect amount of fuel. Did you also breakfast that day as well?
I
So
don't think so, no.
yeah,
Think
maybe we just saved our appetite because like the tea
yeah,
didn't happen till 11. All right, so I can't remember if we just spent all morning like getting ready, and then right after that,
probably.
yeah, then right after that, we was like we had to get ready again and hurry to the con, to do the autographs and everything because I don't think the doors open until noon for
Mm,
autographs, right? So we were
I don't
there right on
remember.
time, I think. See, that was the thing about this con too. They weren't very open about what their schedule was. They just like, here's a little QR code on your badge. You know, take a picture.
Yeah,
Good
it
luck.
wasn't very easy to figure out what was going on where or when. Things were a little unclear. So we did a little more like they just put up the schedule for this year like
Hmm.
a couple days ago. And so we found like some panels we want to go to. There's going to be 5 voice actors from Baldur's Gate 3 there.
5.
5.
Oh, I only counted
There's
3. Goodness.
Lae'zel, Astarion, Gale, Will, and Orin um are all going to be there. I'm so
That's so
excited.
many.
There's so many, and they have a panel together on Friday night, I believe. So we're going to try and catch that.
Ooh,
I know,
that's
fiery place.
that's the one at 7, right?
Yes, I believe so.
I'm excited about Dan Green being there and Kaiba's voice actor. I keep forgetting his name.
Eric
Why?
Stewart.
Eric Stewart. Why do I keep thinking it's Sean?
Kaiba looks like a Sean.
He kind of does look like a Sean.
Yeah, so they got Kaiba and Yugi's voice actors this year. They got like all the Powerpuff Girls, a bunch of the Power Rangers. They had
Hmm.
a handful of Power Rangers last year too.
Johnny on Bosch is gonna be there. I'm definitely getting him. uh,
So I'm excited for Manu. That my number one is Manu Bennett this year, who plays one of my favorite characters in Spartacus. He was like a late announcement. There was like I'm excited for other people who are going to be there, but there wasn't anyone that's like I'll wait an hour in line.
right.
Right. It was like last year, it was like, okay, some has been voices, April Stewart. I was like, I will wait, for them. This year, it's like, yeah, there's people who, it's super awesome, but it's not only waiting in line, it's paying for an autograph, because they're like, like 50, 60. If you're doing like Christopher Lloyd, it's like $120 for an autograph, even more for if you want like a selfie, if they even do selfies,
Oh.
so it's not only waiting in line, it's expensive. um, you know,
Oh. Wait,
so
how much you spent?
oh my gosh. So, it's worth it, but it's a lot. So there's a lot of people I'm excited about, but like I wasn't like, who's like the person like I'll wait an hour and I'll pay any price, right? There wasn't really anybody that was like that. There's a lot of people who I'm like, if they don't have a line, maybe I'll walk up and whatever. But then they announced Manu Bennett and I'm like, oh, I'm there. And he has a panel.
Like I was
So
feeling so bad because like I had like a whole list, a growing list of people I wanted to autographs from, and Peachy still had like 0 on her list. I'm like, please, I was refreshing that page. There's got to be something for Peachy, otherwise Peachy's just
uh
gonna be waiting in line. And then I saw, I'm like, I know Peachy like Spartacus. Peachy, do you know this one? And
it's
you
like
were
he's
so
like one of my
excited.
favorite characters.
I'm like, yes, there's one for Peachy.
the 120, that's for Christopher Lloyd. That's high. Most autographs are like 50 to 60.
Shatner was like a $210 or
Yeah,
something.
Shatner was a lot. So the big Hollywood stars are a lot more cuz you have a lot more people, so the price is, not only can they demand that price, but it's going to also deter a lot of people
Mhm.
who can't pay that price, which is unfortunate, but um they just, they're big enough they can demand that price.
Well,
So, is Eric Stewart also James in Team Rocket?
yep, he's also Brock, and he's
Wait, James and Brock have the same voice?
yep.
Really? Oh,
Hmm.
I didn't realize that.
And is he also
And
Meowth?
Meowth?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. The
yeah.
range. Yeah. I'm if there's not like an hour line for Lazelle, and I'm terrible, I don't remember her name, the actress's name. I'm gonna get one from her. But I don't want to. I don't know if I'd wait a super long time. But I can't imagine her line would be like out the door.
I
Plus,
don't know.
plus if you
Baldur's Gate
do,
3 is pretty
it is
popular.
very popular. But it's again going on Friday. You're gonna wait a lot less time on
That's true.
Friday
Hmm.
versus Saturday.
Because it's still a weekday. Who got throat cancer?
Eric Stewart? I don't know. Yeah, Ren. He was in Arrow. He was the one of the like orcs or something in the Hobbit, or I don't know what they're called.
He was in The Hobbit? I'm
He
learning
did like the
things.
mocap for, and the voice for one of the, it's like a whitish, a Zog? Yeah. The big guy. The big guy.
I didn't know Eric Stewart got throat cancer because, like, he still sings, I thought.
Aw, man.
I thought, like, James had a different voice actor before Eric Stewart took over. Like, just isn't
Oh.
the voice of Maximilian Pegasus also the one who did James originally, and then Eric Stewart took over? I don't know anymore.
I don't know. I didn't even know they were the same person.
I'm one of those people who never looked up the actor names. Like, I only knew the one. Clearly, I still think Eric Stewart's name is Sean, for crying out loud.
Well, whoever that was, that sucks.
Yeah,
That
whoever
majorly sucks.
Mhm. There's too many voice actors getting throat cancer. Yeah, it's so sad.
But yeah, it's super fun. It's it's because they're all so nice, and it's an experience just to meet them and get to tell them how, how much their work affected you. And
Mhm.
like I was almost crying talking to April, because like she's been my commander in Guild Wars 2, and well,
Oh,
and in Guild Wars 1, for she's been with me for like 20 years.
he died. Oh,
Aw.
that's right. Ugh, no, that's sad. But yeah, I was a little sad that I missed out on the April interaction.
Uh
I was still in Treo's line when she was meeting April. I was there for so long. And then I didn't even get to talk to Danny that much. I had like a whole speech prepared because, like, I love Danny Trejo as an actor. Like, even the small parts he does an amazing job. Like he never just half-asses it, right? And I wanted to tell him, I wanted, and all that fun stuff. And then while I'm shaking his hand, the guy next to me shoved me out of the way, and to get things moving. And I'm like, because like I didn't know whether I was supposed to talk while he was signing it. Do I talk while I'm shaking his hand? Like, you know. So I open my mouth to say it, and then I just get shoved, and I'm like, first they tell me to take a lap, now I'm getting shoved out of the way. I think people were nicer to me when Peachy was around.
That's so rude.
So rude. Like strength in numbers.
Aw, Eternal says I'll always remember how Legoshi's VA ran around his booth to give me a hug. Yeah, God, some of them are just like so just appreciative. And because I went up to both Joelle and Blake twice because I got the fat nuggets signed, and I got the selfies, but then I went back because I wanted the print signed by each of them. And so I went back, and the second time, each time I had to wait like 20 minutes for Blake. And the second time I went back, he remembered my name. He's like, "Oh, hey, Peachy." I was like, "What?" Like, I couldn't remember. He, like, all his people, he actually, like, remembered my name and greeted me.
I was there for that. That's when I got to meet him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I get to tell him how, like, you know, I was like, "Oh, my, like, your performance in this episode was so good." And it, like, you know, just, like, you know, it moved me. And he was so appreciative. And he's just like, you know, "Thank you so much. It means a lot to me." And they're just so nice.
I know, I was impressed too. I was like,
yeah, I'm the one with pink hair, but like people are in crazy costumes and stuff. And yeah, I was shocked.
Ren, when I say shove, it was like, aggressive hip bump at like 30% strength.
Rude.
So rude.
Rude.
Like, sir, I don't know you. Keep your hip away from me. I know. I was put off too because like I was having a very pleasant conversation with this man for the 40 minutes that we were waiting in line. So to be shoved, I was like, oh, I see how it is. The shoe's on the other foot, and soon it's gonna go somewhere else. Better get out of line. Peachy's waiting for me.
Oh, Arya, you asked them for a hug. My brain dared to ask for hugs, and you got hugs from all of them. That's so sweet.
Aww.
That reminds me of when my sister and I went to see the Sailor Moon Super Live show. We got the VIP passes, so we actually got to briefly meet the five Senshi after the show. And now they were behind like the rope, so you couldn't you couldn't hug them. You should just like give them a high five. They were giving everybody high fives. So it was just real quick. You just go down the line. But like every single one was like, they were just like beaming happiness, even after like doing an hour and a half long high energy show. They were, super professional, and they were just beaming happiness, and they were so adorable. But yeah, you couldn't, they specifically had the ropes because they didn't want people like assaulting them.
Yeah, I got a hug from Lou Diamond.
Aww.
Yeah, for those who don't know, he's the lead in La Bamba, and I think he's done a couple of cop shows, at least one. I don't remember which one, Numbers or something like that. I know Graven's worked with him once on an episode or two.
Nice.
But my little sister wanted an autograph for a Lambamba print, and I go up and oh, it's so nice to meet you. He had nobody in line waiting for him, and he's just smiling. He's there in a 3-piece suit. He's having a great time. Absolutely sweetheart of a man. And I tell him, my sister wanted a print. He's like, well, I'll tell you what, she's getting the autograph, but you're getting the hug. And he just hopped down and came over and gave me the biggest hug. I gave him one of my little sprouts and everything. He was just so sweet. Wanted to go back in line and get another one.
I honestly don't remember. April probably hugged me after she got up. I literally don't remember. I was like so just like,
I think you said she asked you for a hug.
I
the
think
first
she,
time you told the
yeah,
story.
I think
She
you're
asked
right.
you
I
for
think
a
she
hug.
asked me for a hug. I think she did because
She's
I
like, "Can I
really
give
like.
you a hug?" And you're
I
like,
think so. I think you're right because I like kind of I poured my
"Because you had
heart
to bend
out.
down."
Oh yeah, because I poured my
Yeah.
heart out to her about Guild Wars, you know. So like I think she was really moved by it. I mean,
Yeah,
she took pictures of the Strawley statue.
"Ah, I'm
She
so
was like,
sorry I
she
missed
like
it."
asked me. She was like, "Can I take pictures of this?" I was like, "Yes, I want you to picture my commander every time you're in the booth."
Oh, you know she will now.
Strawley is
Strawley's
on her phone. They're so much fun, Tardy. They're so much fun. Just good energy all around. Everybody's excited to be there.
So we got our autographs. I got to meet Naruto's voice actress. She was so sweet as well. I told her I was getting it signed for a friend. I wonder if she thought that maybe since I was getting it for a friend, that I wasn't a fan, because she turned the conversation on me right away. She's like, "Well, what do you do?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm a blade grinder." She's like, "Oh my god, what? That sounds so cool!" And then she like gets her handler. She's like, "Listen, she's a blade grinder." You know, like, like suddenly they were just more excited to talk about me, and I'm like, like
That's so cute.
I wonder if she did that because she thought I didn't know anything about the show and I was just doing this for a friend, so she just wanted to make it a
That
good
could
interaction.
be.
Maybe I didn't
Yeah.
think about that until later, or maybe she does get tired of answering the same 50 questions over and over and
Sure.
just knows to like redirect. Who knows? Either way,
Oh, someone who didn't
sweet.
like just ask me to say a Naruto line. Someone
Right.
I get to ask questions to.
But she was so cool though. Everybody goes up to her, you know, and when they take a picture, she does one of the Naruto like jutsu signs or whatever, ninjutsu finger things
Yeah.
or whatever. Like she knows all the poses. She even drew like the little Rasengan doodle next to her signature.
Aw.
It's so cute.
That's cute. She seemed really sweet.
Then we went up and that's when we went up and saw Blake again, and we had to wait in line a little bit because like he because he was gone. And then
that's right, yeah.
and
They
then
were
after-
both gone the second time I went back. Like,
Mhm.
Joelle I had to wait a bit for, and then Blake I had to wait in line again for. Because he never didn't have a line.
do that. It's 1,000 times in a single day. Graven actually mentioned. Thank you, Tardy. That's actually so funny. Graven mentioned on his last stream when he was coming back from Las Vegas or whatever that Niku made him a quote menu of Riku's quotes, that when you go up there you can pick a quote from the list instead of trying to remember it in the moment, right? So that people, he said it was immensely popular. He's like, I'm going to share that with my other fellow voice actors just to help them with their lines, you know.
That's
like,
huge.
you can I'm like, that's genius. Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah, that's really smart. Like, I'm sure they've got, like, they know they're going to be put on the spot for that kind of stuff. So, like, they have to be prepared with, like, you know, at least a couple lines. Because you're going to have people, you know, every third person say something as your character, right? But then, like, not give them any, like, you know, just they have to come up with something. I did think of that for, if I do meet Lae'zel's voice actress, I want to tell her to that if she'll write something other than my name and sign her name, because sometimes they, you know, they don't want to write, you know, a sentence for every person. That's a lot. They'll kill their hand. But if she'll write something, I think I want to have her write something like "source of my bruises, receiver of my cloud kills." Definitely, if I get to meet her, I'm definitely telling her the story about how Lae'zel cloud killed me twice.
Yes.
Like, I want to meet her just for that.
Yeah, we both
And
mentioned
you cloud killed me of cloud kills of love.
We both mentioned this time how for the both of us how convenient it was to be able to talk to the handler, and how they wrote down your name on a post-it note and stuff
Yes.
first before they handed it off. That way you're not out spelling your name.
Yes.
over the noise. That was so great. You mentioned to have with when you were talking to Ben Diskin, you
Ugh.
had you
Yeah.
had to shout.
Oh my
And
god. Well, that was like the first con after COVID, so we were required to wear masks. You weren't required to wear masks at the convention, but meeting the celebs you were. And I had my Riku costume on, which has hair that's like glued to the side of my face, so I couldn't like I had to like undo the glue to even get the straps around my ears to have the mask on. So we both had masks on and like so and I'm already like juggling a keyblade and like all kinds of bags and stuff. And then I had my little Xehanort that I wanted him to sign and he could not understand like I was saying Peachy. He's like, who do you want me to sign it to? And I had to say Peachy like 4 times. And when I said like Princess Peach, he was like, oh, okay. But we could not understand each other through the masks. It was like so awkward.
and that kind of messes with the interaction as well, because like when you spend half your precious time trying to spell your name, it's I can imagine
Right.
how frustrating that is.
And I had
But
already
yeah.
spent like 2.5 hours in line because it was the weird how they did. Like you had to wait in a general line for all of the autographs, whoever you wanted to see. You had to wait in just one massive line. So I was in the line for like 2 hours to sign up for a time slot to go get his autograph. It was weird. And it was like such a waste of time. Not
And
to see him, standing in that line, that system, I feel like was a waste of time. It was
so when we
really
saw this
odd.
other system and you told me the comparison, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like these
Oh my
people
god.
have done it before.
Yeah, I was like, this is brilliant. I was like, they're doing it right here.
Hmm.
Valkyrie! Hi, Valkyrie, who's also going to a con this weekend. Have fun.
Actually reminds me of when I got to, because I didn't get autographs from Blake or I'm sorry, what's Joel. I didn't get autographs from either of them, but because I was following Peachy around, I did get to say hi and shake their hands or whatever. And like, what's your name? I'm like, Wing, and they're like, what? Wing? you know, birds. If you know from my stream, my favorite game of all time is Loom, and Bob and Threadbare goes around saying, "I'm looking for swans," and like swans, and like, yeah, birds, and he flaps his arms. So I got to have my Bob and Threadbare moment, wings.
Ooh, have fun, Val. I'll finish packing. Yeah, tonight I'm gonna do most of my packing and just get it
I
done.
did flap my arms like a bird, Emerald.
She did. She did.
Maybe I need a different alias, Peachy.
Mm.
It doesn't sound as weird as wing. Not
Wing.
even wings. I'm just wing. One wing, singular. No, you're right, Ren. I love it too.
So yeah, most of the but other than that, the Friday we just did laps around the dealer's hall because like I said, it was
Mhm.
massive.
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
god, it was so big. There was so many booths, so much stuff to look at.
We
And
got
and
good done a good time too. Like it was like 4 or 5 where we got hungry.
yeah. Yeah, all the time we spent standing in line for the autographs. We actually it was because it was Friday, it was very efficient.
Hmm.
They had a really good system going. So then we got food.
So much food.
So much food.
We were walking back to we're gonna drop off our swag, and we're like looking out on the streets for like restaurants or whatever, and we just happened to pass one with a pride sticker on it, and we both simultaneously decide that's the one. Pride sticker in the window, that's the one. So we went out, dropped off our swag, and came back, and they had marble runs on the TV, and I was like, yes, I have a good feeling about this. Unfortunately, we didn't know that there was only one line cook on the entire serving the entire restaurant, so we waited a long time for food.
Yeah. It was a long wait for our food in here.
And we were right next to the cook behind the bar, so we're just like looking over, trying not to salivate as she's handling what 5 or 6 frying pans at once, getting all of it done. It's like, it's right.
And I was so hungry. I was just because we
Oh,
had been, doing the autographs and walking around all day, and I was just like, I was exhausted and hungry. And then we go to the place that was like understaffed, and it took so long. It was good. The food was good.
it was very good.
Um, but yeah, it took so long, and I think it was kind of loud in there because it was more of like a bar. And it was
Mm.
real, real small. So I like kind of had a headache, and I was like, I don't want to. I'm just like, it was
Yeah,
fine, but I
we got a
wouldn't
couple of
choose to go
shots.
back there again.
We got a couple of shots. Take the edge off.
Goober will eat all the food. Goober tested all the food.
The glass is for Goober. That's what it is. That's what it was. That's why we got a shot glass. It's for Goober.
Katana!
That's his cup.
Heck yeah, dealer's hall.
I got a picture of Goober with the shot
Aw.
glass. That's his glass. And then so the plan was supposedly there was a party that night. So that's why we got dressed up in our costumes. It was we thought it was one of the VIP parties, right? So we hurry and we're getting all dressed up and everything. Peachy had to assemble her hoop skirt and everything. It
Oh
took
my
a little
God.
longer than we thought. And then we get out there and we're like, the place is empty, except for a lot of noise going on. What was it, the first floor or whatever? Turns out they were having a rodeo in there, and we're like, if rodeo here, party is where?
Right.
So we're walking down the street and everything. Peachy is getting, all the cheers from everybody.
People
'cause
very much
everybody's-
liked Princess Peach. People from the convention and not from the convention were really excited about Princess Peach.
all the normies were just screaming out, "It's Princess Peach!" Like coming out of the bar to be like, "Oh my God, can I get a picture, please?" We might as well have been at the convention. Everybody was just so pleased as punch to see Peachy. And then we get to the convention center, figure out that that's not where the supposed party is going. It's in the hotel. We get to the hotel. We had to wander around and ask, "Where is this party at?" No, we ended up at the board game center, and it was so awkward because like they look up and they're like, "Oh, are you here to play board games?" Like they had a board game library, which is really cool. You get to try out the board games, and they could tell you how to buy them or whatever. They just had, a ton to choose from, and we're just like, "Oh, we're not here to play board games. We're looking for the party." And they're like, "Oh, it's downstairs." I'm like, "Thanks." And it turned out we get there and there's chairs and stuff like in rows in this giant ballroom, and I'm like, I hold Peachy back. I'm like, "Peachy, I don't think that's a party." There's this guy on the stage with an acoustic guitar, one guy singing. I kid you not, he's like, "This is a very special one for all you out there. We got the ABCs," and they start singing ABC, and we're at W by the time I'm looking at Peachy, and I'm like, "Peachy, I don't think there's a party."
There's no party. It was basically like a panel for like a band.
So we look down at our badges, and it says "Party Hardy" underneath VIP party. So the band is called Party Hardy.
Yeah, we were confused. And me having been to so many like anime conventions, I was expecting there to be a late night like dance party or rave, which is a very common thing at an anime convention. Apparently not at a comic and toy expo. That's not so much a thing. So I was looking for like the equivalent of that. And I was like, this is the only thing on the schedule, so maybe that. No.
And the thing was, we were really tardy too, because it wasn't even 8 p.m. and they were finishing up.
But we had fun walking
So
around.
early.
And so, oh my God, I like was like a Disney princess as far as like little kids taking
Yes.
pictures with me and getting excited and running up to me, and like their parents say, "Can my kid take their picture with you?"
Oh, it was so funny. So we're a little defeated. We're leaving this, the hotel. We're going back up to the main floor, and then all of a sudden, everybody, all the kids with their dads, just coming out. It was like, "You're the most beautiful princess I've ever seen in my life." And dressed as Dark Link, and I'm just like,
It was so cute.
they're like, "Oh, get take a picture," and I'm just like sidestepping. I was like, I don't think anybody, the little kids want Dark Link in their photo.
You got in some photos.
I got some photos for sure, but I was more just keeping on a lookout, making sure no other kids were gonna come barreling into you. We came across a
Yeah,
party. It was like a birthday
a
party, and
birthday
they gave us
party.
cupcakes. And while I was talking to them, then they were the ones who were like, "Yeah, we're here for the atmosphere. If you come to a con hotel, you'll meet somebody in the lobby." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's true." And this little girl, like 7 or 8 years old, just comes out of nowhere and just like Princess Peach, and it just
Hey,
Peachy
Green
gets
Luther.
sidetracked, and there's his mom just running down the hall. "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I looked away for 2 seconds and my daughter was gone."
She was very excited to see Princess
So
Peach in
excited.
the flesh. So cute. It was so
Oh,
cute.
it's so funny.
Oh, did you, Ren? You were Dark Link? Nice.
Did I get delayed or so? Tardy? Was what delayed? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's
That's right.
just because I had her stream open. I was showing you guys the picture, so it wasn't syncing up. But yeah, so we came across a birthday party. We got cupcakes, and then we were just like so exhausted. So we we walked back to our B&B, and people were very excited to see our costumes. This woman, like grown adult, probably in her 20s,
26, 27, definitely.
she
Sobbing.
she saw me as Princess Peach. She sprinted. She just left her friends that were in, like, without a word, ran out into the street, practically tackled me. She goes, "Ah!" I swear to God, she was tearing up. She was like, "Princess Peach, I love you, Princess Peach." She was like freaking out, like 27-year-old woman. She was beside herself.
She was
to
doing
see
the
Princess
hand
Peach.
fanning face. She was
I mean, it was
fanning her self, fanning her eyes.
like
"Oh
it was sweet. It was genuine. Like she was just like she had just seen like a real Disney princess. Her inner child just came out. She's like, "I just left my friends. My friends were looking at me weird. Like, where's she going?" She's like, "I saw Princess Peach," and I had to...
You're my favorite character.
No, she didn't actually hug me. I said she looked like she was about to like tackle hug me. No, she didn't. Though I've had that experience in the past. Yes, please don't ever touch a cosplayer, a stranger, without their consent.
Yeah, Wing had her hand on her sword the entire time.
She was just so excited that like I wouldn't have been surprised if she did. She was so excited. But it was adorable. And then we got a picture together, and she was just like, "Okay, I'm sorry. You could go on and have a good night. I just it's just like I had to come say hi and get a picture with you." It was so cute.
Yeah, we got a lot of pictures that night.
It was so cute.
I was like, it's probably a good thing we didn't make it to the actual con in these costumes. If this is what it was like on the street, imagine how crowded it would have been at the con. She would not have gotten a moment's rest.
She was. Wing was my knight.
Yes, I
That's
was.
right.
I was keeping a big eye out. I was like, dang, we're getting a lot of attention.
Your oldest brother cosplays Geralt. Geralt's voice actor is going to be there from Witcher 3.
Yeah.
He's going to be at the con too. He's literally famous at the Ren Fair for cosplaying Geralt. That's amazing. Yes. I forget his name. Yep, he's going to be there too. Have we ever someone had said, have you ever cosplayed Daisy or Rosalina? We considered
me dressing up as Daisy.
Yeah, that'd be so freaking cute.
But then I was like, oh no, I don't have a wig. Like I saw the costume, but it's a little hard to like get fitted for dresses at the moment. Right. And then the wig in such a short amount of time. I wish we had thought of it sooner, but
yeah, we
at
could
the
plan
time it wasn't
more
in the
advance.
budget.
Plus at the moment, I don't know. I'm just in my I want to cosplay Sora and Riku because that's super fun.
Yes.
But other than that, I just kind of want to chill and hang out.
I agree. We went back and forth a lot because like I had other costumes too because you know we had I had the more casual Shaylin and San Long thing. We could have gone with that. I was like, we want to do Daisy, like you know, we went back and
Yeah.
forth. I was like, maybe just do one costume, and then now I have a smaller car as well, so it's like, you know what, that's fine with me. Just one
Yeah.
costume.
It's a lot of work
Last,
getting into a costume. Like a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
So
And just maybe think you have one costume, you got to pack all these accessories and stuff like that. Well, what if I need this? What if I need that? So it's like for every costume, you got like another suitcase of stuff to go with it. So,
oh, I would love to see your brother's Geralt costume, Ren. Yeah.
that'd be so cool.
I would love to see it. I got a picture of our eggicados and bacon. So then it was the next morning's Saturday that I made us eggicados and bacon for breakfast. It was so yummy. It was so yummy.
It's so yummy. I felt spoiled.
See, that's what's nice about having a B&B is you have like an actual kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
which is not something you have unless you like pay extra for a hotel room.
Yeah, I got there before Peachy, so I was like raiding the cabinets to see like what we did and didn't have because I don't think we considered whether or not there'd be enough pots and pans. So I'm like, I found the frying pan. Oh, I found the spatula. She's like, did you find the cooking oil? Oh, I don't see any cooking oil, Peachy. She's like, oh, darn it!
Right, I had to call you. I'm like, yeah, what's there and what should I'm at the store. What do we need? Right. I will remember a tea strainer this time.
Oh yes, I got to bring mine as well. And then I was like, well, we have bacon grease. She told me she bought bacon. I was like, we can use the bacon grease as the cooking oil. And I'm like, okay, good, saved. Because she was already on their way. And I was like, I can't find the cooking oil. I am bringing cooking oil this time.
We made it work.
Do you prefer olive or vegetable oil?
Oh, a vegetable oil will kill you. Olive.
Okay.
Olive, avocado, or coconut.
Got it.
My favorite's coconut. Coconut oil is my favorite as far as like taste wise. But I can bring whatever. Whatever we need.
Do you cook, like actually cook, Aurora Wig? Do you like to cook? If so, yes, I do cook. Not often because I live alone, but when I have guests over, yes, the cooking knives come out. I cooked for Peachy.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like cooking. I have like dishes, specific dishes that I make, like the eggicados. And then I like to bake.
I like making Japanese curry. I like fried pork chops. I like making lots of breakfast food. It's not the cleanest looking on the plate, but it's delicious. A salad could kill you. I mean, yeah, it's true. Make sure you take the zip ties out of your salads.
Oh, jeez. I really have to use the restroom, so let's take a break.
Yes, break time.
Health break, everybody. We'll be back.
Everybody check on your toes.
Check on your toes.
Goober says check on your toes.
That's right.
Mm.
Okay, see you soon.
Go up, down, touch the ground. It puts me in no mood.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was just thinking of the other reason why we wanted all the autographs done on Friday only. Autographs are hard to carry around. So we had bought an Itoya. We had bought a book to put them all in, and Wing has a lot of bags. So it was like I brought like all kinds of different bags to see if these like giant things would fit into them. So Peachy had my Super Groupies Riku bag, and I had the Roxas Super Groupies bag, and that's what we carried our autographs in. We wanted to make sure we had it all separated from when we did our actual shopping, so nothing would get squished. So that's a big tip right there. Make sure you have something to put your actual signatures in.
Right. You don't want them to get damaged.
Bent, damaged, sneezed on, whatever it may be. Smeared.
Plus, the other reason, because I'm now looking at pictures of us as Sora and Riku from Saturday, is like whether or not you want to be in cosplay while you get the autographs. And like I got the the selfies, which costs extra. So and I didn't want to be in cosplay for the photos. I just wanted to be me. So I was like, let's do that on Friday and then do our Sora and Riku cosplay, which we wanted to do like during the day on Saturday. So.
And that was also the Has-Been panel day.
Yeah. So I think we went almost like right there, and there was a big line for it that we waited in for a bit. I did. I meant to tell you that, Eternal. I did. I have your you and Kaiser both sent me something to my PO box for my birthday, and I do have them. Yes. Yes. Presents! So I can do that later today or tomorrow, or if you like have to go, I could do it right now.
Yeah, I can wait.
So yeah, let me know. And Kaiser, I know Kaiser, you are forever lurking. Same goes. Because tomorrow is my actual birthday, and I will be streaming normal stream time. So, oh, look at you in the Yugi cosplayer.
That was amazing.
But yeah, be walking around as Sora and Riku was super fun. People, like, even though we're not in like prime time Kingdom Hearts, era right now in fandom, people were like, there was so much Sora. People were like calling out Sora. Yes, that's why we took a picture here, was the Pride crosswalk.
Yes, I have a picture of Peachy on it, in her Peachy costume too for Rainbow Road. But after we found it, we're like, yeah, we definitely got to come back as Sora and Riku for this.
Yes. Yes. It was super fun to walk around as Sora and Riku. I think that was when we were standing in line for the Has-Been panel. Because that was and then Wing we had matching Ida bags that Wing decorated with all the Soriku charms. Mine was white and blue, and yours is red and black. I think. So cute. So we put all our stuff in there.
Snow Leopard Ferret is the one who designed these bags. Give him a follow if you ever find them on Twitter. But they are a disabled artist with their own business, and I go to them and check whenever I can, because they have like Genshin Impact bags and spellbook bags and all kinds of things, and like she really makes them like easy to carry and stuff like that. Like it's a big part of her design.
They're really high quality too.
I have like the shoulder bag version for that I take to work. Very very thick. Like it's not like a cheap laptop bag you see on Etsy sort of Ida bag. It's it's very sturdy and faux leather and everything. I love them. I'm like, please restock. I want 3 more.
Yeah, it's so nice. So we matched.
Snow Leopard Ferret. Yeah. Yes, we matched. It was so funny. We go to one of the vendors. They'd be like, "Oh," and then we turn around to leave, and they're like, "Oh my god, your bag!" So we'd have to like double back so they can see the pin collection.
They're like, "Your bags match." Oh my god, so cute.
We thought of everything.
So yeah, then we went to the Has-Been panel, which was Joelle and Blake. That was really fun. It was really cute. They had I think it was mostly like just questions from the audience. It was fun. They just had fun with it. So that was really fun. I found a Valentino cosplayer.
Yes.
I was cosplaying as Riku. there was a lot of other cosplayers. It was really fun.
We were standing next to like the escalator for a bit while we were trying to figure out what direction to go into. And as people were coming down, it was just wave after wave of people shouting, "Riku! And everybody everybody's just like frantically waving at us while they're going down the stairs. It's so funny. It's like an assembly line of people just freaking out and then hoping they could get back up to take a picture.
And you just got that like happy-go-lucky Sora personality. You were just like, yeah, you were just putting out that good energy.
The DJ was around there too, so I'm boogieing while we're figuring out what we want to do, and it was like a good spot to like a good crossroads spot to see other cosplayers before you're shoved into the vendors hall where it got a little crowded. Like in this instance with this picture, we met one of these guys first, and talked Kingdom Hearts a little bit with him, and he's like, "Yeah, I got my other friends around here too." And he's like, "But I can't wait to tell them I got to meet Sora and Riku." And then we're going up through this thing, and then we see them again, and we're like, "Oh my god!" And then we're like, "Quick, everybody take a picture!" So there's like, yeah, 3 of them, and there's 5 of us all wanting a picture. And one of the vendors was so sweet. They offered to take up everybody's phones and start taking a picture for everybody. So this guy's like juggling 5 phones. We're all just cycling them out so they can get a picture.
Which is not easy to do in this busy expo hall, because there's so many people like walking by. I just noticed in the background of this picture there's an Astarion cosplayer walking by. And I also just noticed the guy's giving me bunny ears. I only just noticed that. But yeah, we were like the only Kingdom Hearts.
Switch it up.
Oh, sorry, you had cut out.
Sorry.
But yeah, we were like we were the only Kingdom Hearts cosplayers that we saw, and you could tell they were also like, "Oh my god, someone else is cosplaying Kingdom Hearts." We need a photo together.
Oh my gosh, the cloaks are from 6 On Clothing as well, and I recognize them. And after seeing them in person, I was like, "Peachy, I want one of those robes. They look cozy." I got one of the robes, guys. I got one of the robes because of this guy.
They're basically just giant hoodies.
They are. They do have a hoodie version, but I had to get the long one.
Warm too.
Yeah, as crowded as it was, to people's credit, when they saw that we were taking pictures, they tried to do their best to stay out of our way. They really tried, but it's inevitable when it was that crowded that people were going to squeeze in behind us, But
yeah, well, as they should. We're technically in the wrong, like in the middle of the, we were. I mean, considering there were 5 of us, we tried to get to the most of the side as we could. But yeah, there was a lot of people, like just other people and vendors that were like really excited to see Sora and Riku.
Yeah, so that's one thing I will definitely say is the atmosphere is that people were really nice, even if it was crowded. Like I've been to conventions where, people are just out for themselves and they're shoving or pushing. They don't care or whatever. But, people here, like I said, even though we were in the middle, like Peachy said, people were being nice, and scooting along us and let us do our thing. It was so sweet. Even offering to help take the pictures, like, it was so sweet.
It was very nice.
Very
nice. That's Cinderella that you got a
Yes.
picture up of. Oh my god, her dress was amazing.
She was stunning. She made it all herself. She did her own makeup and her own hair. Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm so sorry. I mean, yeah, I don't think she stood anywhere else but that spot, for the whole.
Yeah.
Am I cutting out? I'm sorry.
You cut out here and there, just Discord. Discord settings.
Discord does not like me.
Oh, there, you got a good picture.
Yeah, there was a wall where you could take your selfies in front of. There was a guy doing like a 3D camera thing too, and it was so awkward because he's like, "Do the pose, do the thing," and I'm like, "Which thing?" There's more than one.
About?
Do the thing Sora does. So I just did one of the Keyblade over the shoulder and the little hop. That one, yeah. Okay, sure. I'm like Jack Skellington. Which door? There's more than one. Which pose? There's more than one.
I think we went down the artist alley again.
Yes.
Which again is even harder in cosplay when you're carrying Keyblades, but we managed.
Yeah, we went kind of forwards towards the the hall after we did the panel, because like that was where the flow of traffic was going. We were kind of trapped, right? That was when we were like
Right.
grabbing on each other's bags, like I'm right behind you, Peachy. Or
Uh,
I was saying Riku. We were calling each other Sora and Riku the whole time. I'm right behind you, Riku. I'm on your bag. Okay. And Riku was leading the way, and
man,
then we kind of got to the end, and then we kind of, after we did the dealer's hall, we kind of went back around because like that's just where the traffic was going. We were
yeah,
kind of
well,
stuck.
when the panel rooms let out, that's letting out 200 people into this tiny little hallway
Hmm.
that has artists on booths on either side. And so you're just like very slowly like shuffling through the crowd. And yeah, you don't really have a choice but to just go with the flow of traffic just to get out and then kind of reorient yourself.
It got a little dicey because that was also where people, where we were trying to get out, people were coming in as well. So like we thought when we were forced to the beginning where people were also coming in, so we were kind of like clashing in there. But that's when we ran into a crowd of furries that were really excited to see Sora and Riku.
Oh, yeah, I
Uh,
remember that.
and we were all crowding in front of the windows to get the right light.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They had wonderful costumes, and I love that their group was so helpful with each other. Like, there was one that was really excited about taking a picture with Sora, so they were like helping him out, making sure his head was on straight, and like positioning him in front of the window because he's having a hard time seeing and all of that. They were just so sweet, helping each other out, and I love the energy from the group of them. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really so wholesome. And I just thought it was so sweet how they were all helping each other out. Like they all know the woes of the costume, so they were just
Right.
helping each other when they could, making sure they were all in the right lighting. I was giving out like little pinwheels and flowers and stuff. The guy couldn't see me, so I like stuck one of the pinwheels on his shoulder pad. And I was like, Peachy, I bet he's gonna like get his costume off and wonder where the heck that came from.
It was so cute. You can see the little pinwheel. I have the pinwheel. It's stuck up there, but
It's on your bag.
it's on my bag right there, and then I have it right on top of my monitor over there.
I gave Peachy like a whole handful of these little freebies to give out, right? And Peachy was like, I'm keeping this one.
I'm keeping them. They're cute.
It's mine.
Cute.
Yeah, anybody who wanted a picture with us, I was giving out like little sprouts and little pinwheels and little prizes, vendors that we looked at but we weren't buying from, because we didn't have anything. I was like, here, everybody likes swag, is what I kept saying.
And there were other people giving out little things. Someone was giving out like 3D printed rupees.
Yeah,
I got
they came
just
up to us.
randomly as they're like, "Oh, you're Sora and Riku, you're awesome," and they gave us each some rupees.
2 rupees.
2 rupees, and they got magnets on the back. I have them on my microphone stand.
I have them on my fridge.
Oops.
So I was like, I'm prepared. Here, take some flowers.
This is so cute. Just people just giving out stuff, and Goober wanted the noms. Yes, yes. That was pretty much it. Like it was just a lot of we just walked around in cosplay and shopped and saw the
Mhm.
artists again, did the panel, and you can spend hours and hours and hours doing that.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was pretty much Saturday.
Yep.
Because the next picture I got is food.
Food. That's
this-
where Wayne got food poisoning.
Though this was not the good place. We're not going back there again.
We chose this place because it said it had the world's best burger, and I'm like, Peachy, I gotta try out the world's best burger. And as soon as we got into that place, I was like, oh no. It was one of those places where the bar was in the front, and you could tell it was like there for the regulars, right? And the regulars all sit up front. The not regulars got into the back, the far,
Like
far
the back room. There was no one else in there until they sat like one other couple in there. And it was just us in like this way back dark room.
Like you could tell this as big as this place is, it must have been really big in its heyday, but not so much anymore.
Right.
The plastic red and white tiles on the ceiling that have like 3 decades of grease on them, and the toy trains in the display cases on the walls, sort of, the vibe, And I get the burger, and it is definitely not the world's best burger. That was definitely a Swan Man from 4 deliveries ago.
It was yeah, it just wasn't good vibes as soon as we stepped in.
The
We're
onion rings
like,
were good.
yeah, whatever these were, these cheesy fries. I mean, whatever. I don't even remember what I got, but like
They were,
it was okay.
the onion straws were good. You got the fish.
Did I
I
get
got the
fish?
burger. You got the fish.
Okay, yeah, it was all right, but
I may not remember names, but I remember food.
I just got a picture of Goober with curly fries, and they look delicious.
Yeah, those were the onion rings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we that was our appetizer, and then see the night before I got the fish and chips, and you got the chicken wrap, and you're like, man, fish and chips sounds good. So when we
Okay.
at this place, you're like, your fish and chips yesterday looked really good. I want to try the fish and chips this time. I'm like, I'm getting my burger, and then you're like, mine's are pretty good. I took 4 bites of my burger, and I'm like, Peachy, this is not a good burger. I'm not gonna eat the rest of this, and I was still sick. Only after 4
Aw.
bites, I was so sick. Glad
Yeah.
we didn't eat the rest of it.
That was not a good one. We had the range of really, really good places to eat and really not so good.
That was a bad clam.
That was a bad clam.
That was a bad clam.
Goober wanted his eggicatos again. Goober wanted the tea house again.
Best of both worlds, right? But it's like we said, now we have another slot for Saturday. We now have a free slot for another restaurant.
Yeah, try something new.
Who will come up to the plate? The
Excuse
literal
me.
plate. Who will fill our plate? There's the 2 oopsies.
Aww. We had
That's
fun.
all the pictures I have. I don't have a lot of pictures. But
Yeah, I'm gonna try this year to get more pictures of like the whole area. Like I said, I didn't get any pictures of like the artist alley at all. Now, granted, you don't want to be taking pictures of like the booths and the art up close. That's rude.
right.
But like just, the hall in general. A general picture of the artist alley. I didn't get any pictures of that. So I want to get more pictures of like I didn't get like an overall picture of the dealer's hall, just to give you guys an idea of like, here's the space. And the goober turn. The goober turn. There's this thing that the Japanese fans started doing with the little goober, and I don't know if it's something that's like that people do with other plushies, but we see it with the goober specifically. You take the goober somewhere, and then you like wherever you are, you have the goober like look like real close to the camera, and then like they're looking at like whatever the the tourism wherever you are, and then they like go. They look at the camera, and then the camera is supposed to like focus on them. So they're like,
Did you see that?
You're looking at the scenery, and then and it's like, it tickles me. It's like the cutest thing ever.
Cute.
Especially because then you are seeing like these places like in Japan, right? Like they're at Tokyo Disneyland, or they're just at, they'll go to like the places in the KH4 trailer, and like have the little Sora there, and it's like the cutest thing ever, and it like tickles me every time I see one of those videos. So I'm like, we have to do a bunch of those little like 4-second videos, and then like put them all together. It's like
in rapid succession.
Yes, like this was our Comic-Con trip.
I just keep imagining the goober saying, and this, and this, I did this, and this, and this.
The food and
this.
the yes.
It's so cute.
Just goober everywhere.
Oh, the goobers.
It's gonna be so fun.
So yeah, we did a lot of shopping Saturday, and then I don't know, we probably did like 2 rounds, right? In the dealer's hall.
Oh
and
yeah.
then around the thing, because like the artist alley went in a big loop, right? Every time we thought we finished the loop, we found another branch in the loop. It was
Yeah.
like it was like dungeon crawling. Oh, we hadn't gone down this turn yet. There's more. I think we found the most trinkets. I think near the end, because that's where you got your necklace. Right, was like near the end of
Which
artist.
necklace?
You're the one you're wearing right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, I did. I got the little D20 necklace. From one of the artist booths last year. They had a whole bunch of little nerd necklaces.
Mhm.
Um,
And
yeah, yeah,
earrings.
yeah. That was yeah. You're right. That was like at the end of like when one of the arms of the artist alley.
And then we went into the dealer's hall one more time at the very end, and we were like, we found like that the retro games uh then booth, right? And I'm like, oh, I want to see if they have a copy of this. And of course they don't have copies of anything I want. Like,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
and then we got about halfway through it. I'm like, Peachy, my legs are gonna fall off. We made it as far as we could, and then we kind of got slammed by into like the comic book area, the comic book artists areas, and we're like, okay, we surrender. It's time to get some food.
Yeah, it's just
Then we did get
tiring
the
walking
food.
around that place and just like it's just like overwhelming. Not only the people but just everything to look at.
And the stopping and going and stopping and going, I think, is part of it as well.
Mm-hmm. And you're just standing on that like that cement floor.
And
So
you're in
that's
Sora shoes.
can only do that for so long before you're like, all right, I need to rest. I need food.
Now, to be fair, my Sora shoes are more comfortable than my work shoes, but all the same.
That's good. I am very happy that, yeah, the Riku. The Riku shoes probably are among the most comfortable cosplay shoes I have. So,
Very important.
yes. 'Cause I have had cosplays of like stiletto heels and it's not
Oh,
fun. It's you can only do that for so long.
I can't even walk in stilettos. I
Me
can't even
neither.
walk in 1 inches.
Me neither.
These feet aren't made for walking. They just waddle. Yep. Sunday we could have gone back, but I don't know. I think we were just like we just chilled Sunday.
Yeah.
We were like, do we want to go back? Do we want to shop more? Do we want to chill and play some Melody of Memory and beat the traffic? We decided to play some Melody of Memory and beat the traffic.
Yeah, we just packed up and stuff and cuz it was we had seen everything and
Hmm.
we're just tired.
Yeah, we were tired, but not too tired.
I
It could have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think we did very well pacing ourselves
Mm.
and resting and eating when we needed to. Hydrating. Hydrating very
Yes,
important.
we packed
Uh
water bottles. We packed
yep.
snacks.
Yep. I think we had breakfast there again. We had the avocados and bacon
Yes, we had Eddie
again on
Cox. Yep,
Sunday.
yep, yep. You had bought like what 6 avocados?
Well, we had to use up the eggs.
Yes.
Because I brought a dozen eggs and so we had a bunch left, so I like over made it. I just made the rest of
I
the eggs.
I wasn't complaining.
So I was like, I'm gonna stuff us for the way home. Give us energy.
It was well appreciated. Very appreciated.
Yeah, very important, Ren, because with all of the excitement and all of the stuff going on and everything to see, it's easy to lose track of, when you need to rest
Mhm, mhm,
and when you need to hydrate because you're going from one thing to the next and there's always something new to see.
mhm.
But if you overdo it and exhaust yourself, then,
Then you can't have fun the next day.
right. So you gotta pace yourself. That's
Mhm.
why I said this year, I said just like, one cosplay. We do a day of autographs and shopping and then a day of cosplay and shopping and I think that'll be good.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. And we double checked. There are no parties. See a VIP party on the schedule this time, so there'll be no more confusion. I
Schedule seemed
wonder
a little bit
why.
more clear this year.
Yeah, I wonder why they aren't doing a VIP party. That's like the whole thing, right? Is why they sell a VIP badge in the first place. It's like, oh yeah, you get special invites to this and this and this. But I have yet
I
to see
have
a
no
party.
idea. I know that the VIP gives you like you get priority like line. You get to go to the front of the line. It's like a fast pass type thing for the celebrity lines or something.
Oh, the fast pass is different from the VIP. That's an extra
Oh,
200.
okay.
Eh. The autographs I was getting, I was thinking, oh, maybe it would be worth it to get this time, and then when I'm done using it, I'll give it to Peachy, and then they're like, no, we're sold out. I'm like, yeah, of course you are.
Oh, that's right, because you had messaged them about it. You
Hmm.
said that they were sold out. That's right. Guru, hey, Guru.
Oh, you forgot to drink water at the Ren Fair? Oh no.
Jeez, Ren. Yep, that's why events like that, you have to have like a medical staff. Because people will forget to hydrate.
Oh, speaking of staff, remember how we were in there for so long with our keyblades, and then this old lady was like, "No, you have to get your keyblades checked in."
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought because they were made of plastic that we didn't have to, but apparently anything stick shaped, you had to get registered. So we had to get stuck with like these ugly yellow tags on our keyblades for
Yeah,
the
that's
rest of the
standard
con.
procedure for if you have any kind of prop. And different cons will have different, you know, different policies. But yeah, generally if you can swing it, you gotta have it checked. Because yeah, sure, it looks like plastic, but you could have put a metal pipe in the middle of it. They don't know.
Yeah, at
So
Gen Con, it was only if it couldn't pass the metal detector, you had to get it checked in.
yeah, yeah. I know some will have like a length limit because people will come in with giant staves and
Oh my
scythes and stuff,
goodness.
and so you have to like have that checked and they should have some showers outside.
Peach Airlines.
Peach Airlines, yes. Yes.
I had the yellow tag on my other one. But now I got a new Keyblade to bring.
Oh,
Yay!
yay.
Oh my goomy. Oh my goomy. How long we talked for? Oh no, 3 hours.
Oh my gosh, it was like 2.5 hours. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I know, just so many adventures.
So many.
So many adventures. I could just talk about forever. So much fun.
This is fun.
I was trying to. There was something else. Um,
Thank
we
you,
had.
Spin Master. Hydration. Everybody hydrate.
Yes, hydrate.
It just reminded me to bring my my water filter.
Mm. Oh yeah, I was
Wait,
bringing
there's-
bottled water.
There's 2 goobers. We each have a goober. I know the goobers are multiplying.
They're multiplying. I have 1, 2, 3. One of my goobers is still in the package, so I just have Goober A and Oopsie B.
Yeah, I have 4 goobers. One is Oopsie. One's the travel goober. One still has the tag on. So that
The stunt
was
goober.
that's the collectible goober.
Which one's the one that keeps getting chewed on by
Oh god, Skipper. If I leave goober on the floor, Skipper grabs it. Skipper I'll be like in the other room and Skipper will come in with goober in her mouth and I'm like, drop it.
Well, Skipper did remind you to bring Goober to the St. Jude thingy.
Yeah, I was
Summit.
packing for St. Jude and she grabbed it. The goober must have fell on the floor and she picked it up and brought it to me and I was like, no! And I was like, oh, I need to bring this. Got goober pictures at St. Jude.
Like, Mommy, you forgot someone.
Only one gets to travel. Well, 2 get to travel because the goober and then the oopsie goober, they both come. So
now it was really funny because the Oopsie costumes were not made that previous December. I made them a couple weeks later. So Peachy and I both had 2 goobers in our pockets when we were at the Asheville convention.
Yes.
And we kind of had to do a goober count when we were repacking everything. Like, do you have your goobers? We're like checking our pockets to make sure we didn't have too many goobers or
all the goobers counted
all
for.
goobers accounted for. Like one in my pants pocket and one in my Sora jacket pocket. It was, and we both had matching Sora jackets, so we were worried that we we put goobers in extra pockets.
Spooky goober.
Spooky goober.
I don't even know where my other goober is. Yeah, I have a backup goober somewhere.
Goober wisdom. Oopsie, quick, intervene, Steven. Oh, oopsie wisdom says, what's wisdom?
Say something smart.
Don't let King Mickey pick the jokes. He's not very good.
Blasphemy against the king.
Oopsie, try again. Always bet on Peachy when she's playing against Wing.
We are gonna play Melody of Memory. I hope you've been practicing.
I have not.
It's okay. It's okay. I finally
It's
unlocked
fine.
more than 5 songs, so
There we go. I could have done so. I was packing, Red, and panicking, packing and panicking. It's a full-time job, packing and panicking.
I did a lot of laundry this weekend.
I do have Smash Ultimate, and I do have Sora, if that's your next question.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
I play Smash by literally smashing, just mashing buttons.
Same.
Sora versus Sora, yes. But there's different outfits.
Do you have Smash, Peachy?
I do.
Maybe that's the game we should play next.
Perhaps.
And then more Melody of Memory.
Yeah, I bought Melody of Memory for Switch specifically because we were going to go to this convention. Well, that was for Asheville. Going before I went down there because we wanted to play. We played locally. Wing has a stream. We played on stream. We played Melody of Memory, the like Sora and Riku where you play simultaneously and they like heal each other and it's amazing.
Yeah, but to play Sora and Riku, you had to basically have 2 controllers hooked up to one game. And we were like, well, how do you... Right, so, your controller was hooked up to mine, right? But to play the charity mode, you needed 2 of the games. You didn't have Melody of Memory at the time. So we did not do charity mode. But when we did March, you had your Melody of Memory, but you only had 5 songs unlocked.
I only had 5 songs unlocked. I played just enough to like get the multiplayer mode unlocked, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm good." Not realizing that I could only on my end because when you play, you each get it like gives you like 3 songs to choose from, but it gives you the choices from all of the songs you've unlocked. Well, that was like the main one that you played, right? Was that Switch version. So you had like
I played the PlayStation version.
Oh,
but when you were coming over for Asheville, I spent like a week making sure I had all the songs for when you came to visit.
Okay. Yeah, so you had like all the songs unlocked. So you always had like a different 3 songs to choose from. And I had only played just enough to get that mode unlocked. And so I had like 6 songs to choose from. So it kept giving me like the same songs over and over. I was like, why don't I get to pick the fun songs? Why does it keep giving me the same ones?
What did you Peachy? Do you really love A Whole New World that much?
Right. And I was like, it's all it's giving me. I can't pick anything else. But now I have spent much time. I actually went and did the entire story mode again, like all the stars in every mode in story mode. I did everything all over again. So
we're in trouble.
I got lots of practice and I've unlocked like almost every song. So we got I will have lots of options this time. SME, thank you for lurking.
We're in
And
trouble.
hi, love. It'd be fun.
It will be fun. Fun will be got. I got lots of fun film for the camera. That was another thing I kind of regretted,
Yay!
was carrying the instant Polaroid during the convention. Like I could have saved up so much room in my Sora pockets if I didn't carry that.
Yeah, not worth taking it to the convention hall.
Right. Like
Yeah.
we only took it out to take maybe 2 pictures, and the lighting was just not good enough for the instant camera. But for the food and all that stuff, great. But
Yeah.
as far as the convention, not so great. But yeah, my pants were pretty heavy thanks to that. Now I know definitely don't do it this time.
Yeah, you're already taking when you go to the convention, the expo hall, you're already carrying so much with you and then you're buying stuff. So then you just get more stuff in your bags and it's just like
No
that's why you want to have a
presents.
day where you're not cosplaying, especially if you have like a prop cuz like we're trying to shop and carry all of our bags and a keyblade. Like I'm actually trying to think of like some kind of strap I can put on it to like sling it behind my back so I don't have to like hold the keyblade
Mhm.
or that I have the option of like not just setting it on the floor, you know, whenever I need to like exchange money or something.
It's actually kind of funny that you mentioned that, because I bought
Howdy,
these things
Alaska.
on Amazon that are bendable hooks that you can tape onto something or hook onto something. Actually, that might actually work.
A squire. Yes, we need squires. Exactly.
We need squires.
That's why they say like if you have a if you're in cosplay, ideally you have someone who's not in cosplay who is your cosplay handler. If you're in like some big complicated costume, like you need that. You need a friend or family member that is your squire to carry your stuff and to just like adjust things, and you'll always see that when you have see someone in like a giant costume or a costume that like obscures your vision, like you have to have somebody spotting you. It's like
Like
required.
you could totally like hook this into the top strap and then hang your keyblade from it.
Oh. That's heavy duty.
Yeah, that's a wall hanger.
Ah. Yeah, that could work.
I got these for my keyblade so I could put them on the wall. But like, if you just loop this through
Ah. That's smart.
and then you just pretend that I'm not sitting on the floor. Yeah,
Right.
if you totally hook this onto the back of the bag.
Yeah. That's
That could
the
be a
new
thing.
Keyblade you got?
Yeah, that's a new one.
Which one is that?
It's the foam one.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
the one that they sold at like I guess
That one came from GameStop, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, they had the foam one. The handle is plastic, right?
Yeah.
But then like the silver part is foam.
Yeah, I was looking for the one like you have where the thing is like fully 3D modeled or whatever,
Yeah.
but I came across this one used. And I'm like, well, if it's used, I won't get mad
It
when
looks
gets beat up.
good.
Yeah.
It's like a good size and everything. I think it's bigger than mine. It's bigger than the
Yeah, I
part
had
the Spirit Halloween one that I got.
I had to re-glue the thing on here because it got damaged during shipping, but you know. I don't think you can really tell.
No.
But I got this today.
I did not, Alaska. We will check that out in a bit. What'd you get?
I got the King of KD.
Ah.
See, I was looking for one with this kind of charm. Like, but I got it. I got a really
Oh,
good
like
deal
the
on this
more
one.
rounded charm. Yeah, the Mickey
Yeah.
head.
Like, this one is thicker and longer. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I wish the foam one was as light as this one, but you know.
Mm. That's nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna put these two in the thing. Maybe we can MacGyver some kind of carrying system.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good call. Cause I'd love to be able to. Cause like if you know if I'm carrying around that Braveheart, it's like I gotta just kind of sit it on the ground, like and just hold it with my legs, like while I'm buying something, and it's always really awkward.
Like that's what me and Peachy would do. We would take turns holding each other's keyboards.
Or yeah, just hold this for me for a second. Yeah.
I was holding the keyblades and she was going to the bathroom, or like when we were shopping, I'm like, I love Peachy, because when she came to Asheville, she accidentally left hers at the the vendor once.
Oh my god.
The vendor was like, "Oh my gosh, where'd you get that keyblade?" Like he was so interested in it. And it was just so funny that she left her keyblade at the guy selling
The one who was
keyblades.
like, "Oh, that's a rare one. Oh
That's the
wow,
one
where'd
I
you get
want."
that?" And then I left it
leaves
there. I got so lucky finding that Braveheart. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. I still have not been able to find one.
Yeah, I've never seen it again. I've looked.
Like I don't think I want one for myself, but like just out of curiosity, I'm like, has it popped up again?
Right, yeah. I have to remember to like look around Halloween. I again, we're not in Kingdom Hearts season right now.
Right.
We're in a Kingdom Hearts drought. So once KH starts getting back into the, marketing cycle, we'll see more.
And that's another good thing too about having a cosplay partner. You know, whenever we need to get into our bags, we didn't have to like take the bag off
Yeah.
and look through it. We had,
Get in my
"Macy,
bag
can you
and
look-"
get my stuff. We were each other's handlers. Yeah, it was really nice. Exactly,
Can you get
Eternal.
my
That's what we're
water?"
gonna try and do is like some kind of hook
Yep.
to
Yeah, because these are bendy and rubbery and everything. I think we could totally work something with the top strap or whatever.
yeah, I think so.
I think that's totally doable.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Big stretch.
Oh my gummy, big stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Well, it is almost my bedtime. I should let you go so
Oh
you
my
guys can get
gosh.
to Guild Wars.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna open. Eternal got me a birthday present.
Oh, yes. Well, you gotta open your birthday presents.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a
I
break.
gotta go to sleep.
And yeah, you gotta get to sleep. Sleep well.
And then
This
we'll
was
see
so
you tomorrow.
fun.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you. This was so
Our
much fun.
first combined stream. Can you
Yay!
believe it?
Josephel! Hey, Josephel. Birthday is
Birthday.
tomorrow. We're gonna have a birthday stream tomorrow. We're just gonna chat and hang out before the con, and then I'm leaving Thursday for the convention.
We're gonna pack aggressively.
Yeah, I'm gonna do most of my packing tonight,
Mhm.
so that I'm not like panic packing tomorrow night and staying up too late.
You got your
I
heating
gotta-
pad. Got your book.
Yeah, I got a list. I'm writing. I got a list of writing down everything. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. Don't forget this.
You got your swag. I gotta remember to put the print books in the pile as well.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, shine out. Oopsie,
All
go to bed.
right. All right. Have a good night. Sleep well.
I love you, NPC. Bye.
Bye. Bye.